So loud. Yes. Should I have grabbed some other weapons while I was in there? Well, I did grab everything on my character sheet. Oh, I grabbed a bag of holding. Okay. You just told me it was a bag that things vanished into and I couldn't get them back out. Okay, okay.
How do I sound now?
Much better.
The clicking?
Well, that just comes from not muting the mic. Yeah, that weird stuff. Can you can you listen to our audio over the mm, that's more complicated. I was going to say listen to our audio over the tablet with your headphones, but use your phone for microphone.
I tried to do that. It wouldn't let me because I would need to make a second account. I think
Okay. Yeah.
a second profile.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, Frank. Yes. Yes. Man, I don't remember Hayden seeing the cat, but apparently he did because I took that as a note. I was very drunk. Okay.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. The joys of figuring out roll 20. So last time you said I could cast Shocking Grasp through my spear and it would do my strength damage. Does that work with any spell or just the Shocking Grasp cantrip? Hmm. Lightning or thunder, most of my attacks will be, yeah. Right. Spear, no, a spear is a regular reach, but it can be thrown.
A spear should definitely have reach, in my opinion.
I agree, but up per the rules, it doesn't have reach. 5 feet is the normal reach of a thing. Yes, for some reason the glaive is 10 feet. Actually, does the spear Yeah. Spear doesn't normally have an extra reach. Okay. 10-foot reach. All right. Yes. So basically, I have to melee attack to make shocking grasp work. I can't shocking grasp throw the spear. But what if I cast last lightning bolt through the spear? I don't know if that would be beneficial, but versus just cast lightning bolt. But okay, I figured the spear. I mean, I'm probably gonna just flavor it that way and use it as my. You know how wizards have their arcane, their wand that doesn't actually do anything, but they have to have it for some reason, or their spell book. Okay, okay, okay. So we're following the cat. All right. Okay. Hold on. I probably need to zoom out. Okay. I mean, I can move my person, so. Like the reflection of fire? The light, yeah. Okay. The trees aren't on fire. Okay. Yeah, yeah. All right. Before we come into sight, I kind of stop and turn back to Ferrul. I'm like, Ferrul, there's a camp up ahead. I don't remember either. She she considers for a moment. I'm not very. I don't have much experience with people outside the Colosseum, and that usually ends in their death. So maybe you should come with me. Or do you think we should show ourselves? Or yeah, it smells delicious, and that cat just walked right up like it knew the people. Okay, yeah, let's go up there. Yeah. So she's gonna kind of just come into the light where people can see. Do they notice her? Okay.
You'll see an elf. She has blonde hair and a messy ponytail and an undercut. She's wearing, I guess you might say, somewhere between clerical robes and a plague doctor's black robe, and she's just kind of sitting there, fucking with the wood and the fire with like a stick and stuff.
Okay, so she's
Yeah,
awake.
you're actually asleep. Oh shit, I'm asleep. Okay, then yeah, I'm asleep.
Is there anybody awake besides the cat?
There is a gentleman sitting across from us in the seat.
A, a very wide gentleman.
Yes, he's sitting
Yeah.
across from. Oh, can you see the fire?
Yeah, it's right here. And whatever that tiny thing you just moved was.
It's a pot of tea.
Oh, okay.
There's also up on the right hand side. There appears to be a tabaxi, um, which I don't know what that is.
It's a cat person.
Yeah, but it's a tabaxi. He is wearing a very cat-like clothing. He's a little mouse. The cat on either side is sitting on the chest of the people sleeping, just doing that fucking
Oh,
noise.
everyone has a cat. Okay.
Yeah, everyone has a cat.
I thought those looked like cats, but I was like, what are those on the bed?
Mine's name is Little Shithead.
Okay. Um,
All right.
so she looks at Ferrul confused and then kind of steps a little bit closer, trying to see if the guy notices her.
The guy
Hello,
there
hello.
looks up as you approach and greets him. Hello, adventurer. Would you like to join me by my fire?
Yes, we would love that very much. We've been walking for a long time and we're hungry. I'm very hungry. I've barely been fed anything in a few past few days.
He's stirring a small pot of tea. It smells very aromatic. Um, he's so he stands up. He goes and approaches the chair,
Oh, okay. Oh,
and you look over at the cat, and the cat's asleep.
I sit underneath the chair. I think you have to move it to the map for me to be on top of it.
Yeah, well, this is just how chairs work. Someone offers you a chair, you sit underneath it. Where did you go?
I'm underneath the chair.
Now try.
There we go.
And Ferrul comes and sits down next to you by the fire. The old man hands you a bowl of soup and pours it over some salt. Um,
She she eagerly takes it and starts eating.
all right.
She has no manners. She's been a slave for the past few years.
The guy kind of looks over at you and goes, "Oh, you seem to have a knack for that. That's very original.
The-
Yeah, young man, would you like? Do you like your food as well?" And Ferrul's taking it and he's trying not to laugh.
This is some of the best food I've ever had, she says, slamming down the empty bowl. Well, I guess there's nothing to slam it down.
This drink, what do you call it again? Coffee. It's good. I'll have another. So the old man ladles you some more soup, and he's like, "Yeah, I like to just travel around and meet the people that bounce about the world. I'm getting up there in age, you see, and I don't get much time to get out and about. I enjoy traveling, and just meet and travel. Like these two fine people beside me who kind of just wave towards you.
I can't say I've met very many people myself or done much traveling. I don't even know where I am, really.
Oh well, I can give you a little backstory on that if you would like. And he like describes like a little
All right.
So
Okay.
I come across
Oh, I can't even remember the last time someone told me a story.
really. It's not.
Because she has amnesia. Close 5 million tabs.
Yes. Hey.
So where the hell are Hayden and Jaden? I mean, I know they're in Alston, but
Okay, how's that? Well, I've got this book here, you see, and it's got a little bit of backstory and back information about the world. If you'd like to read it, I can.
yes. What is the name of this world?
Yes. Well, uh, the name of the world is Rothgar. Rothgar.
Hrothgar.
Gulp, gulp
Hrothgar.
of water real quick.
Yeah, I woke up like 3 years ago, um, remembering nothing, and then got hit in the head and woke up in a slave pen. So, and I've been in the Coliseum ever since. So I have no backstory that anybody knows. But I do have a weird book that records my dreams.
Artifacts. How much people heard?
Welcome back.
Where was I?
I was just talking to Bill, but I don't know if Bill hears anything.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were talking to me.
I was just telling you about my character a little bit.
Oh, it's all good. I'm sure we're gonna. Don't worry. We're gonna have plenty of time to to compare and contrast lives. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. There's gonna be fighting words, I bet.
All right then.
So Hrothgar goes on. Well, he currently resides in the realm of the no, no. Hrothgar, Hrothgar,
Rothgar? Hrothgar?
Hrothgar. Okay, Frank, I'm gonna need you to not suck at this. Well, I wasn't 100% ready for this point. Um, for some reason, even though my main point was kind of more information about, like for me, I had shattered dreams. No, you're good. I was just busting your balls a little bit. What? Oh, I totally misspoke. Um, no, he currently resides in the shattered rail, also the realm of disbandment, corruption, with a lot of
Hrothgar.
you gotta get that phonemic. Rothgar, but ages ago, a war was fought for the existence of the realm of corruption. When a dark magician, Asgard, attempted to destroy the world, no one could revive him. The war raged on for hundreds of years against Asgard and his minions, and in the Dark Tower, when it looked like all was lost, four great heroes came to life. They married him, and this union symbolize the passage of time and the break of the realm. The opening It hands it back to you, or hands it over to you.
She takes it, um, That's a fascinating tale. It's the greatest story I've ever heard.
well, I've written it 100 times, so it better be good.
How do you spell pamphlet? I feel like there's a PH in there.
P A
Pamplet.
M P H L E T. Pamplet.
Yeah. All right. It's not equipped. It's in my inventory, though.
It's useful.
Oh,
Here,
I know, but it's in my inventory. It might be useful at some point. You don't know.
it's like one page, like fallen into quarters. It's got some, pretty shitty binding in the back, in the middle of the other two pages. Pages, big block lettering, like maybe fourth grade handwriting, and you might not be able to read it.
Is it not written in common?
It is not.
What's it written in?
What do you speak?
Common, Abyssal, Dwarvish, and Celestial.
It is written in Sylvan.
Hmm. Nope, can't read it.
Well, actually, it's Elven script, but it's language.
Right.
There might be bridge
Yeah.
translations. Um,
Well, same thing, but it's like trying to read Spanish, which is in, the same script as English.
so hands that don't see anybody.
Hmm.
And I'm tired. I don't have any place to sleep because I only seem to have one bedroll that he goes over and asserts.
Oh, I conveniently found a bedroll in the armory.
Nice. Okay, that makes sense. And you kind of gesture towards the one that you have laid out.
Yeah. She she looks over at uh what Ferrul and says, Ferrul, you can take the bedroll. I'm used to sleeping chained up against the wall, so just the ground will be really nice.
Um, so he already had one set out,
Uh-huh.
and he offered it to you for gold, and you have one, so you've got enough
Yeah.
money.
I mean, I have one on my inventory. Did I get my whole character sheet from the armory?
You got everything, but I think the money.
Okay. Should I delete the money?
No, keep the money on your character.
Okay. Well, if there's two bedrolls, then yeah, she'll definitely take one of them.
Um,
Hmm. She wouldn't know she can summon her spear yet. I'll have to have a dramatic moment when she figures that out.
yes. Okay, you pretty much got everything with her. You use one armor your
Okay.
spell slot.
Okay.
So he offers an elf that he has already laid out with to offer for gold. Um, the other two people are just smirking. And he goes, can I offer you herbal tea? Usually elves use tea.
I she accepts the tea. Again, this is the greatest thing she's ever tasted. Not even a hint of urine. Constitution. I thought this might be coming. Saving throw? Okay. She's decent. Is that 17?
Um, so you get a little drowsy, but overall it's
It's very relaxing. What is your name, old man?
Most people just call me the traveler.
The Traveler. My name's Torun.
I'm the traveler that doesn't travel. It's one of those joking things. I still whenever I host guests, they just call me
I'm trying to decide if she should like attempt to insight this guy because
Give me manipulation.
she's wise. She does have 14 wisdom, but only 8 intelligence.
I mean, you can give me, an insight.
But I already drank the tea, and it did not knock me out. Okay. She's gonna keep drinking the tea if he offers her more.
So he's of course pouring more tea for everybody.
Yeah.
Um, and he finishes his insight. He goes, yeah, okay. You want to give me a perception check?
Um,
Perception of who it is?
if it's for me to spot something, yeah.
Okay. Uh, so he hands you another tea.
She drinks it.
All right, give me another conscience check.
Same, unless I have disadvantage.
I mean, you would have
Yeah,
advantage,
yeah.
but even still, you still pass. You see Ferrule just kind of stop, pause for a
Oh,
second.
for rule, she goes over and like kind of grabs him um and she's she's like it's been a tiring day. She drags him over to this sleeping bag.
That's weird.
Oh, okay. Well, then she drags him over to the other one, I guess.
Okay.
She has,
Put him
I mean, she doesn't care which one she sleeps in. She'll put him in the close by one because this the other way would have to, like carry him around the fire and stuff.
Sure, sure. So he drags Ferrule over, and the cat comes over and jumps on top of Ferrule who's sleeping, and just kind of starts doing the hand with the
Yeah,
cat. The preening, squishy things where they extend their nails and kind of grab.
she's gonna try to pet the cat.
It swipes at you and takes it.
Well, okay then. She's fine. She's not gonna. She's like, all right, I'll leave you alone, and sits back down. This is very good tea. Of course, I don't remember ever having tea before.
The old man looks at Ferrule and you peppermint and sees her quietly sipping the tea. He goes,
I
thanks.
Okay, I made sure I double checked. I'm not resistant to poison, so
Um, so he goes, oh, it's one of my own special blends. It's commonly made from flowers you can find around here in the forest areas. It's some random Latin name. I didn't have the recipe for it.
yeah.
It's made from some natural ingredients. It can be kind of strong if you're not used to it. And he takes another sip.
Yeah.
So, do you have any questions you wanna ask? Any comments? I mean, you don't know this world too well, so I'm sure I could probably help you.
No, I don't. I only
Just
woke
out of
up.
character,
Yeah.
out of character, like everybody else knocked out puts him first.
I mean, she's probably gonna want to go to sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it works out well because you're just gonna lay down with him,
Yeah.
relax him.
She's like, "Well, I only remember the past couple of years. I don't remember how long it's been. Um, but I only remember the past she wouldn't even know how long it's been. Past few years maybe. I can't really remember. I pretty much only remember the Colosseum, and before that, I there's snippets and I have this weird journal, but everybody says it's just cookbooks, but maybe they just can't read the language. She shows him the journal that to everyone else looks like a cookbook. of horrible recipes.
he put the fan down, of course.
Yeah, she hands it over.
And he opens it up and he goes, "Hmm, this reminds me of my old friend Jeremiah's work. It might be instant. I'm not entirely certain, but man, these recipes, oh, they look so good."
You're the first person who says they look good. I can't even see the recipes.
Well, there's one here for ogre brains, and here's some goblin stew. This one is called muck muck.
Muck muck.
Goblin milk. I gotta try it. I love muck muck. So he handed that to me. He goes,
Yeah.
"Well, I couldn't say much. It looks to be a spell to some degree, but yeah, it looks to be a spell to some degree. Uh, if you go to what's that town ahead of you? Well, Honeywood.
Honeywood?
Yes, the villager stealing Honeywood.
Yeah.
Um, if you go to the town of Honeywood, just take another half-stay walk in that direction for a couple blocks,
Hmm.
and look for a merchant named Jeremiah. He could probably tell you maybe a little bit more about the place.
I will do that. Thank you, traveler. If you don't mind, I think I'd like to go to sleep now. She hands back the like, I guess the or sets down the tea mug.
Right. And he's like, really? I meant well back there. I've got another one hidden in my room.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. No, you're an old man. You can take the bedroll if you need it.
He pulls another bedroll out.
Oh, okay. So yeah, seeing that, she's like, okay, and goes over to the bed. It's putting me underneath the bed. um, okay, yeah, now I'm on top. Yeah, so she crawls into the bed. This is the most comfortable thing I've ever laid on. And
Well, I'm happy to be of service and to pet you, young lady.
she, oh, I guess she takes off the chainmail that she's wearing and lays it down beside her and lays down her spear and her javelins. She keeps her dagger and
Would Maroon actually take off her chainmail and stuff? I mean, he doesn't know what the town is like.
yeah, I guess she would keep the armor on, but
He
she's
sets the spear down.
yeah, she sets the spear down next to her. Um, and and her five javelins that she starts with for some reason. She has a spear and five javelins.
Yeah, he found it all
Yeah,
inside.
yeah. Sets her stuff down basically, tosses it next to her and cuddles up in bed. No manacles or anything.
So you drift off to a relatively peaceful sleep. The same dream kind of runs through your mind that has almost always ran through your mind every night, or has almost ran through your mind every night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Almost every night since you've been in this world. But nothing really special has changed about it.
Hmm.
Uh, so you sleep pretty easily throughout the night. No major issues. And then, so when you wake up the next morning, um, you see the man cub
Okay.
in his bedroll. Um, the cat is actually on your chest.
Okay.
He's got a little bit of sleep paralysis from being in the bedroll. You look towards where the fire should have been. You
Okay.
And then as you start to, sleep paralysis starts to wear off, she's able to lift.
As it starts to wear off,
Yes.
can I attempt to get it, to grab it before it flutters away? No? Okay.
Well, you know what? Give me a dex check for
Not my best.
athletics.
Athletics. Athletics is good, dex is not, because athletics is strength based.
Okay, I'll take either.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay. You reach out and grab it, or no, you hop out of bed and you sprint. It kind of flutters off initially, and you kind of stop to check the message.
Yeah.
You read it.
Yes.
All right. It says, mind you, this was placed by the other person who was still sleeping on him, and it
Mm-hmm.
says, "Hey, I saw you in the city with an arrow to you.
Oh.
Glad to see you're doing better, and hope to see you again."
She's gonna hold on to the note so that it doesn't fly away, and then she's gonna come back and look around. Does it look like the fire was ever there? Did you say it like?
So as you come back and inspect the fire, or where the fire once was, you don't see any burned grass. You don't see any indents of the stone. There's no smell of smoke. There's no signs of the imprints of tools, or any really uh, crushed grass in any of this area except where you and possibly even fell.
So she considers waking one of them up, but then first walks over to her pack and checks her dream log to see if all that was a dream.
It's not.
Okay. Hmm. She's gonna go and wake up Virul,
All right.
like shake him.
You walk over and shake him.
Yeah. What?
Virul kind of jerks a little bit.
Virul.
He says,
The we're in the play. We're in the forest. That old man gave us these bedrolls, but he's gone now.
"The old man with the saloon and the key?"
Yeah. Is the teapot still there?
No, it's
Okay.
it's not there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, but what's look at this. It's weird. It's like there was no fire here.
So he gets up. If you look, there's no signs of tools or tools or
Huh. She glances over. Well, this person who was over here left, but I saw him leave, so he was real. She's gonna go and shake the other person.
All right. Still give me a saves for athletics.
Uh, Technically, as an elf, I trance when I don't sleep, so I guess I wouldn't really probably.
Well,
If you were
as a
put,
human,
To stay
this is
asleep, I imagine.
this is an instant.
yeah. Although technically,
Technically, I can't be induced to sleep either.
yeah.
You are knocked unconscious.
There you go.
Okay, I guess it'd be. I guess. Yeah, I know. Seriously, knock the fuck out. I guess it would be a con check.
Yes, go on.
Yeah. So you can't. I don't think you can be put to sleep magically, but a poison could do it.
I gotcha.
Give me a Constitution check.
Alrighty, let's roll.
All
11.
right. Piece of space. The you shake her and she remains asleep. She wakes
Does
up and goes.
okay. Yeah, it says you have advantage on saves against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. But nothing to say about some natural tea.
That was some really strong ass tea.
Hmm.
It was meant to knock everybody out with a check to sleep.
I mean, I
Anticipation made me do it.
yeah, I've got 14 Constitution, and but it's I'm also proficient at Constitution saves. Um, she so after she's not this person's not well she yeah after she's not waking up, um I guess she's like, huh, she must have been tired. Ferrol woke up, so, you know, that doesn't lead her to believe that the tea was poison, and she's not smart enough to know that. Well, should
Should we just go ahead and keep on heading toward the honeypot?
I she looks back. I guess so. She gets she's gonna get a hmm. Do I want to waste my dagger to do this? She doesn't need a dagger, does she? I'm trying to look into my inventory real quick. She's gonna, yeah, she'll just take her dagger because a javelin's too big for this to stab through it. But she's gonna stab the note into. She needs like a log or something. She's gonna go look for a log over in the trees over here. She's looking. Gets a 19 on a survival check.
Wow.
Okay. She finds the log and brings it back, and then she stabs the note, the dagger, stabs the dagger through the note onto the log right next to, and then puts it where the cat guy put it. And then I guess she glances at her angry cat, and she's gonna try and pet it again.
It hisses and swipes at you.
Well, fine.
It stops running off in the direction of the cat, and it kind of looks back at you.
Hmm.
Would I have heard the cat in I mean, this. I was a homeless street type character, so
Tarun lets out like a hearty laugh when the cat swiped at her and says, "Oh, I see how it is. You'll sleep with me, but during the day you've got no interest."
damn, cool, bro.
Tarun just says, "Well, that's cats. What do you expect?"
Well,
He rolls his eyes with grimace.
it's still the friendliest cat I've ever seen.
It's the only cat I've seen.
No, there were feral cats.
I attend.
Well, you were only there for a little bit. Also, I had to kill a cat one time, but it was a lot bigger than these.
That's good. I think we should keep going.
Okay, let's go.
Bad.
So you roll up all the stuff,
And she starts telling the story of how she had to fight this one big cat.
and you walk off into this direction.
Oh, okay. Is it the same direction we were going before?
Yes, continue on.
Okay.
It looks like he saw little down the road essentially.
If it wasn't the direction we were already going, she would have gone the other way to spite the cat, but
So as you continue on in the direction that you were going, um, you eventually see the cat stop and fall off into a somewhat well-trodden path, but it's also completely overgrown with trees and branches. And then it stops at the same time.
she looks at Ferul and hold on. She follows the cat. Wait, no, would that be an insight? I'm trying to determine if she would think anything of this or just be like, "Oh, this cat knows where it's going." She's gonna look to Ferul and says, "The cat seems to have an idea of where it's going. Should we just go where the cat wants to go?" Do cats usually tell people where to go?
I mean, in stories, when a cat kind of it's known to follow. I mean, I guess so. I mean,
Is he going in the direction we want to go?
I mean, if you stay on the main road moving west from the pit creek, you'll be home.
She thinks for a moment. Um, says, but they'll probably be looking for us on the main road, so we should follow the cat.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Okay, let's follow the cat.
Okay. Onward, cat.
So has Bill like done something beyond going to bed? Like, is that why you didn't want him to wake up?
No, he's actually gone past this point.
Okay,
Um,
yeah, that's what I
for
figured.
for the way what do you call it?
That, yeah, he shouldn't be with me.
So you follow the cat through the forest along the path. The path is clearly unmaintained. It may be only one person's trod upon this path before, cat tracks. Until you come to a and the cat kind of runs up the stairs and turns back and looks at you.
How do I turn down this volume?
Hold on, I think I already have it set to high. So, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I can also turn it down myself, like for my
okay,
just me. Okay,
okay.
yeah. It was
So
very
the cat
loud.
runs up to the steps. Sorry, the cat runs up the steps and sits on the stairs and kind of looks back at you and kind of meows.
What time of day is it? Is it still early or have we been traveling all day?
Um, it's about maybe a quarter of the way through the day, so say maybe 10 ish.
She, looks at Virul again and is like, should we take a break at this house, maybe?
Uh, I guess. I mean, it's a little early, but I mean, clearly the cat wants to be here.
I guess we are following the cat, so she's gonna go up and like she like slips off her backpack as she's walking up and like pulls out some of one of her rations. I think she has rations. Do I not
The cat
start
turns
with
her.
trail rations? I have.
You would have grabbed probably some food from the the uh, shit
Yeah, I'm just
Coliseum.
surprised that my because I just used that like starter kit thingy. I'm surprised it didn't give me. I feel like I probably should have had like most of the time those kits have like rations in them. Well, I don't know. Okay, well,
Yeah,
that's your choice.
yeah. So you would have grabbed probably some food. I think I we did talk about you putting food into that bag and it disappearing.
Oh, that's
So
right. Yeah.
yeah, you do have some foodstuffs. It's not a lot, but you do have some foodstuffs.
Okay.
As you walk up and pull the food out, the cat turns around, and starts scratching at the door.
Okay, okay. Not even gonna let me have brunch. How do I know what brunch is? She walks up to the door and tests the lock.
It opens with a rather loud squeal.
A squeal.
Yeah.
Is it dark in there?
As you open the door, you realize that there's quite a bit of light shining through from a back room. If you want to take a step inside,
And it puts me. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, she steps inside and
so the
there's.
cat kind of runs in and he starts scratching at this other door.
Do you know someone here, Kitty? She goes and opens the other door.
And the cat runs in and whoops, the cat's super skinny. Uh,
And
so it
immediately
runs
loses
in
weight. Oh God.
um, and and kind of runs over to what appears to be a dead body. Um,
It's lying on the ground. There's some old blood stains around it, and the cat's just kind of standing next to it. And
She
it starts
pauses.
meowing at you.
She pauses for a moment, but she's seen lots of dead bodies, but never stumbled across one necessarily. And then she calls through the door. Ferul, come in here, quick!
There's no way I'm going in there. It's creepy.
There's a dead man in here.
That's even worse.
How did you survive that as long as you did? Come, get in here.
I
She's
don't
gonna
want to
go,
stare at the dead body, and he grumbles as he walks inside.
and she's gonna, I guess, look at the body, and um, oddly enough, even though I have 8 intelligence, I picked investigation as one of my skills, and it's int based.
Ah!
Oh God, the house is moving.
Don't, don't
We're
pay
gonna
attention to
die.
that.
She rolls really good. She's trying to investigate like the cause of death and like, is there anything weird looking about this? How long has he been here? That sort of stuff.
So, as you look at the body, you realize that it's covered by some debris, probably from the roof.
Mm-hmm.
You look up, and there's a pretty large hole near this corner of the house. Um, it looks like the timbers that are laying across it are years and years old of just laying here. The body itself is pretty desiccated, but you can still see the bloodstains in some areas underneath him on the concrete.
Well, she's
It looks like
definitely
it's
not
been
smart enough to know that that's weird.
it looks like it's been like burned into the stone flooring.
She says, I think this guy's been here for a long time.
Farrell comes in, looks at it, and is like, "Oh no, God, why? I don't want to see a dead body. Oh, this is bullshit." And walks back outside.
Ugh. Well, she like shakes her head. What is it you're trying to show me, cat?
The cat just kind of meows, kind of sadly at you, and it looks back at the body.
She like she's gonna like try and push some of the debris off of the body. What am I hearing? Oh, music.
As you push the debris away, it clears a large enough space. The cat kind of jumps on the body. Whoops, that's not supposed to happen. The cat kind of jumps on the body on its chest and kind of puts its head down. And you see a small tear kind of roll out of its eye, and it kind of
she's
meows sadly at you.
she's gonna try one more time, only comfortingly try to reach out and pet this cat, and I want to roll animal handling. Yeah.
Okay, so as you reach out, the cat kind of perks its head up and looks at you, and like nestles it back on the body, and just allows you to pet it.
Yeah, she gently pets him and says, "You knew this man, didn't you?"
And
You
the
know.
cat just kind of meows at you and snuggles up against the dead body some more.
Well, she doesn't really know what to do, nor do I. Um, she I guess she's gonna look around the room, see if
Okay.
there's anything else that might like hint as to who this guy was.
Okay. So in his hand, crumpled up, is a note. Um, the note says something to the effect of, because I can't find the paper.
Mm-hmm.
We were four once. It took all we had. The end is coming soon. And I know this is very sad. But please, my love, survive. For now, 4 is 2. And 2 is 1. And then there's like just a part of it torn off.
She quietly reads those words under her breath, um, and
I actually had something written out for that one.
and then adds the note to her inventory. And she kind of takes the note and folds it up, you know, like gently, and puts it like into her bag.
The cat looks up at you and meows softly at you and looks at the body.
Tarun stands up and goes back to the door and calls to Firul and says, "Firul, I think we should bury this man.
Frill's like, I don't want to touch a dead body.
I'll touch the body. You just help me dig.
Frill comes in. He's
Except
like,
we don't have any shovels." um,
well, there's part of the house kind of falling down outside. We could probably just make more of the house fall down and cover them.
no, that we can build a what do you call the rock graves?
It's a
Cairn.
cairn, I believe.
We'll build him a cairn, and she's gonna go outside and like look around for like a good spot for it. You know, maybe over here somewhere in this little clearing looking area.
You find a good spot up slightly on a hill from the home.
Okay, so
Um,
she
as you walk along, the cat follows you and attempts to jump on top of the body in your arms.
okay. Um, when you know the cat does that, she doesn't like
I keep grabbing that on accident. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
she doesn't stop the cat or anything. But she says we need to put him to rest, and you know gently lays him down up on the hill and starts carrying rocks up and gives Ferrul a if he hesitates, she gives him an angry look with a 20 intimidation.
He kind of just hops to it and starts helping you.
Yeah, and so she
the
she tries to make as nice a Karen as possible. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So once you're getting close to completing the cairn, the cat walks over to the pile of stones next to the house, grabs a small stone in its mouth, and walks up. Waits for you to finish putting the last stone on it, and hops up on top of the cairn and puts the stone on the where the head should be. Um, the cat kind of reaches out a paw towards you and just kind of like waves it at you a little bit.
She, I guess she reaches out to, you know, I don't know, pet the cat. Like,
The cat nuzzles your hand and then like pops up and then like licks your cheek and then kind of lays down on the cairn and you see it slowly start to evaporate into mist and sparkles.
the cat?
The cat.
Oh. She is surprised by that and says, but, you know, she doesn't know like that this is not normal. Uh and
Frill's like, well, what the fuck's happening? Oh god, what happened to what happened to the cat?
I don't know, but I
That's
think for some reason we were meant to be here. And she she says, I'm gonna say she like says like just a prayer of goodbye in celestial that she first just comes to her mind. You know, she doesn't remember where she knows it from or anything like that, but
mm,
this is what she would have said, you know, had one of her like soldiers or whatever died and said over the
okay.
body.
So you say your prayer. The sparkles and mist kind of just float away and dissipate. Um, you feel a sense of joy and happiness from completing an act of true selflessness.
Hmm.
Um, and that's about it. Did you did you want to go search the house?
After a little bit, you know, she'll give a respectful, you know, amount of time of just, you know, being quiet next to the thing before,
Mm,
yeah, she goes and starts looking around the house again.
okay. So in the main room, you find a broken door. There is a table there. In the main living area, there's just the burnt blood or burnt on blood. There's some stairs that lead down to the cellar, and then there's some stairs that kind of lead upwards. The second story is destroyed, and you can't get up there.
Okay.
You really don't find much of anything around anywheres. But if you go downstairs,
Yeah, she'll
you
eventually make her way downstairs.
hide that. You come into a room. It looks like it might have been maybe a cellar or possibly even a prison or livestock pen type area.
Ferrul, there's another
There's
cat and a dead body in here. No.
So Pharrell's just kind of chill. He's already outside. He's ready to fucking go. He's this
Yeah.
is fucking creepy for him. Inside, why do they keep popping back? I had them disappear. There we go. You do find a sack in this room.
Okay.
It's a very nondescript sack about the size of maybe a large coin pouch.
All right.
She
She looks in it.
You don't see anything at all.
Okay.
It looks like the inside of a bag.
Okay, so it's an empty sack. All right.
Yeah. You when you pick it up, you feel a slight tingle run through your hands. And
She
give me a perception check.
perception. All right.
Okay. You think there's more to this bag than what you can see.
She like looks at it, sticks her hand in it.
Your entire arm goes inside the bag, more so than what really should be able to fit inside the bag.
Her she's so this is like the bag that does she still have that first bag that you talked about?
She does.
Okay. She says, "Well, that's weird. That's like the other bag." Although the other bag was different, wasn't it?
The other bag, the same kind of thing, except you can only get like your hand and maybe your elbow inside the bag.
So this one's just bigger.
This one just goes all the way up to your elbow. The other one you weren't able to pull anything out of for some reason.
Okay, that's right. Um, well, oh, I need to remove this dagger from my inventory. I don't know that she would put anything into it because now she thinks it's like the other bag and she'll lose stuff if she puts it in there.
Okay, well, I mean, if
Another
that's what you think.
another she's just like, "Huh, another one of these weird bags. Maybe that Jeremiah guy can tell me what it is." And she's going to like, stick it into her backpack and keep going.
Okay. So you continue on your way. As you leave the whoops, I need to go back to GM there. As you leave the make this 2 token there. As you leave the house, you look over to the hill where you put the cairn, and the cairn appears to be crumbling into dust.
That surprises her and she runs over to it. The
The
rocks and
cairn is
everything.
gone. The rocks and everything. There's no body there anymore.
Uh, well, I guess I just saw that happen to a cat, so maybe this is normal. And
There
she
is reasoning behind this, but you will never find
she only has 8 intelligence, so honestly,
out.
this is probably normal. Um, she says, "Goodbye, and I hope you find the other three in the next life." And then she turns away and goes to find Ferrul.
Ferrul's outside. He's just kind of tapping his foot and waiting for you. He's like, "Come on, I want to get back to Dad."
Okay, okay, I guess we can go. The cat's gone, the body's gone. I found this weird bag that when you put stuff into it, nothing comes back out.
You found a bag of holding?
I mean,
This is the 14-year-old
I found
kid.
two of them. She pulls out both bags.
That's unheard of. And he grabs one of the two bags.
Okay.
Um, I can't flip a coin. Is there no way to flip a coin?
Just roll a
I'll
d2.
just do a D4. I didn't even see a D2 on
You would
there.
have to type it.
Yeah. So he grabs the one that you got from here,
Okay.
and he puts his hand in and says, "Gold." And then he pulls his hand out, and he has however much gold is on your startup ship.
31 gold and 1 silver.
He pulls out 31 gold. It's like it's got money in it too.
Oh, wow. How did you? Can you pull stuff out of this other bag? And she shows him the other bag.
He grabs it and he puts his hand in and says gold, and then pulls it out and nothing's in his hand. He said, "Well, I mean, it's
What?
possible that there was no gold in
Do you remember what I put in there?
there. You put some fruit and a carrot."
Uh, say carrot.
He puts his hand in and says carrot and pulls it back out, and or pulls his hand back out and there's nothing in his hand.
I put a carrot in there, but and some other fruits. She
That's
she's she
that's
she
so
reaches into the other bag and says gold and see if more comes out.
no more comes out. Only 31 gold. He's like, you can say like money, and if there's anything left like coppers or silvers, it might come out.
Okay, money.
All right, whatever is left in your money amount.
A single silver piece.
It's like, what? That's pretty decent. And then he gives you, as you continue to walk along the path towards Honeywood, a brief rundown of economics
okay,
and pricing.
and he keeps the gold, right?
No. He puts it back in the bag and hands it back to you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, I'll delete it from my character sheet.
Well, you didn't say you took it back, but this kid
Yeah.
is a relatively wealthy kid. So.
Okay.
Anyway, so he gives you a brief rundown of economics as you walk back towards the city.
And now this has become an episode of
at-
Spice and Wolf.
Yeah. At some point, you stop along the way to have a small snack.
Mm-hmm.
If you dig down to the bottom of your backpack, you will find some vegetable tools and a carrot.
Okay. Oh. Here's that stuff I put in there.
Ferrul looks at you. He's like, "Are you sure you didn't just put it in the backpack by mistake?" Wait, that's the wrong voice. Sorry.
I don't know. Let me try again. And she puts the carrot back in the bag.
All right.
Then she checks her backpack.
you don't see the carrot.
She reaches into the bag and says carrot. The magic bag.
Which one? The one that you found at the house, or the one that you got?
The one that the one from the Coliseum.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay. She checks her backpack again.
There's no carrot.
Huh. Well, maybe I did put the carrot in the backpack and now I just wasted it.
Ferrul looks at you and he looks at the bag that you had got from the Coliseum. He's like, "I've never seen a bag that just makes it disappear.
Is it
That's
so?
weird.
Is it for garbage? Maybe.
That maybe that's it. That could be it. That's got to be it. That's the only thing that makes sense."
Okay. Yeah. It's for garbage. Okay, that's good actually. Yeah.
That's totally what that's for.
Is it really?
I am 100% certain that's what it's for.
Oh, okay. That's fair rule. Okay.
Me as the GM, that is not what it is.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what. Until proven otherwise, it has now become the garbage bag.
Okay.
She puts it back in her backpack. That's really useful.
Look, I've never heard of that. I mean, he got a 5 on a intelligence check, so
Okay.
he's got no fucking clue.
But she can put her hand in and pull her hand back out?
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing impedes you from, like, if you held the carrot in your hand, you put it in the bag, and you kept your hand around the carrot and pulled the hand back out, you'd still have the carrot in your hand. But if
Okay.
you put it in and release it,
Yeah.
then it just disappears.
All right. Well,
And so you
yeah.
continue on your way. That weird thing happens. So you continue on your way, and eventually you make your way to the city of Honeywood. And Bill, if you're still there and awake, Billy Bob.
Yes, yes, I am. Yes, yes, I'm still awake.
Okay. In about 30 seconds, you're going to be coming into the scene. So if you want to get ready.
Okay.
All right, give me just 1 minute. I just got to make it back to over to the computer.
Okay. So, Ron, you walk up to the front gates of the town of Honeywood. Um, it's a relatively quaint looking town. It is clearly on the
Is that
ocean.
up here?
That is up here.
Okay.
And I did not copy your character over. Hold on. These go to GM layer, and then GM layer, and then copy. Ugh,
Well, I know who I'm looking for first. A garlic vendor.
paste. Okay. And then GM layer.
Okay, I don't know if you got that joke.
I didn't.
That's what the guy from Viva La Dirt League is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you walk up to the front gates. They're wide open. There's a few people standing around the few food carts and stalls outside the front gate, chit chatting, bartering, things like that.
There's food trucks, huh?
Well, it's food
Yeah,
carts.
I
It's
know.
like they've got like apples and oranges and other things. There might be one guy with a kebabs over a small fire pit selling some foodstuffs.
Some street meats.
Street meats, yes. And so as you walk up, Frill's like, Tarun, I don't know how to thank you. I didn't think I'd ever come back to my home city. I have to go see if my father's here, if he's okay. Um, why don't you go to the market? It's over in this general area, and look to see if you can get yourself some food or any supplies you might need for your adventures ahead. I'm gonna see if I can find my father.
Okay. Take care, Ferrul. I'm glad to have met you.
Right. Well, I'll be back shortly. I'll meet you in the square.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna look for my father. And he wanders off into the surroundings.
Yeah.
So you go around the market. Is there anything you want to look for? Are you looking for anything particular to buy? There is probably a armor smith, a weaponsmith, general
she
goods.
doesn't technically need anything. She got all that stuff. She could use some actual trail rations. And maybe a new dagger.
So there's a weaponsmith over here. I think the food vendor or the general trail ration guy is supposed to be over here. There's a guy over here selling odds and ends and antique goods.
Yeah,
at least that's what his.
I mean, she's only got 30 gold, so.
Right.
Yeah, she'll go and buy some food, some trail rations, for sure. So I don't know how much are trail rations. Just because it is possible that my my starter kit didn't come with rations.
5 gold pieces for 10 days.
5 for 10. Okay, yeah, she'll definitely buy that. So that puts me down to.
So you walk up and the guy goes, "Ho ho! Welcome to my shop. What can I do for you, young lady?"
Oh, I just escaped slavery and I could use some food.
Well, it escaped? I don't see the brand upon your forehead, young miss. Don't make up lies.
Oh, it's right here, and she pulls like her shirt collar over. She doesn't know she's not supposed to show this.
He gasps and yells, "Guards! Guards! There's a oh God! What has happened to you, young miss? Stay here. I will get help. And
What?
he runs
I
off.
just want some food.
There is food rations sitting on top of the table.
She
Uh, 5 finger discount.
well, she did he tell her how much it costs?
He was like oh yes, I've got some trail rations, and then he starts setting it out, and then he starts talking, and so he's got like 20 days worth of trail rations sitting out.
Okay, but he never told her a price.
Nope.
Hmm. She's gonna leave a gold coin and take a handful of them.
All right,
I
you
don't know,
get
like
10 days of trail rations.
okay. And then she's gonna wander over to another stall. The
All right,
blacksmith.
all right. You make it over to the blacksmith, and you see, uh, Bill.
Yes, sir.
You still with us? So whenever last we left off, I can't touch you. You just got here, right? All right.
Yeah, yeah. After I woke up and saw I was alone and the guy wasn't there, and I was already asleep when they showed up. I didn't even know they were there.
Yeah.
So
You
after
slept
that,
straight through the night. Wake up,
yeah.
follow me
So
here.
after that, I would have made my way into town.
Yeah. So you walk up. You see a few food carts. There might be a guy selling some meat kebabs. There's a small crowd of people. You do see a young blonde man and a tall blonde woman converse off to the side of the gate as you walk up, and they kind of
Now,
disperse throughout the crowd leading into the town.
now, out of curiosity, when I woke up, would uh, would I have attuned to the thing?
Uh, we didn't go over it yet, so no. I think it was actually originally in the plans for you to have, but we didn't go over it,
Got it.
so
Okay.
not yet.
Then yeah, passing by, she'll uh, Dr. Andrews will stop by a cart that's selling some fruit or something and like grab and like pay and like how much is an apple?
And it's like, so apples were selling for a couple a piece.
Frank.
It's a little young girl.
Oh, never mind, never mind. I was about to say you raped me off, but never mind. It's five silver for 1 day.
It's 5 silver 1 day, 5 gold 10 days.
Okay. I was like, you ripped me off, Frank. No. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Sorry.
So she said a copper for an apple.
Yeah,
All right. Well, you know
and
what?
she's a slovenly, not slovenly. She clearly is not on the best of times. She's pretty dirty with the small little rickety um, bucks,
Mhm.
um, with some not the best apples in it.
All right. Well, Dr. Andrews will leave a copper for the apple and will kind of do like that motion. Come here, real and kind of get down on her knee so she can get down on her level.
And she shyly looks down and kind of steps up to you.
All right. I'm gonna reach for her hand and with kind of just palm her a gold coin. Don't tell anyone. This is only for you. Okay.
She looks at her hand and she looks up at you and you can see tears in her eyes and she says, "But Miss, I can't accept it. If they find
Uh,
out, they'll beat me."
uh, uh, the doctor's gonna.
It is at this point that you see a mark on her forehead. And living in this world, you will recognize this as a slave brand.
Ah, how interesting. Well, how unfortunate. What what would you like? What is
I
something you would
uh
like?
I I I'm not allowed to like things. I sell apples for a copper apiece.
Who owns you?
My master doesn't like me telling people. And she looks down.
Oh, interesting. Okay, you don't have to tell me anything. Is he here? Can you point to him for me?
He's over in the market. He's he sells rations and other goods. I only sell what he finds in the
All right.
trash.
So, Frank, out of curiosity, being living in this world and everything, how much
Yep.
would a slave like her cost?
It really depends. Slavery is more of a you're sold into slavery for X amount. Not so much that you buy them for a flat rate. So
Uh
she
huh.
might have been sold into slavery to pay off a debt. Um, and a debt could run from, a few gold pieces to, a platinum piece or what have you. They could also sell themselves into slavery if they're an urchin, if they're poor, if they're in a bad way, to gain what they normally wouldn't be able to have. So it allows the poor and the not well off an option to get out of that kind of situation if necessary.
How did you find yourself being owned?
Ma- uh, I'm not supposed to say. Master tell me not to.
I won't tell if you won't.
If you want to give me a persuasion check,
All right, all right.
we can continue back and forth on that all day, unless you give me something.
Okay, I hear you. I
18.
18.
So she looks up into your eyes and a tear rolls down her cheek and she goes, Papa, he was sick. And Mama needed medicine for Papa, and she didn't have the coin, so there was Mr. Big, Mr. Big. He bought me for the potions to make her better, and that I work for him now.
Okay. Do you know how much that was?
It it was for lots and lots. I don't know for sure.
Okay. Where did you say he was? Don't worry, I won't say anything.
He's in the market. He sells rations and other things.
All right.
Mostly old stuffs that he just like makes cakes out of. I don't know.
Ah, so don't buy the dried rations. Got it. Okay. Don't worry, I'm going to go and have a talk with him. I won't tell him you told me anything.
Thank you, Miss. I'll keep the gold. I'll hide it in my booty.
Frank, hide it in your hide it
Frank,
in
I'm
your
recording this.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm joking. I mean, I am recording, but
hide it in your shoe, love. Don't worry.
She puts it in her shoe. That's a much better place. Thank you.
Yes, I bet it is. Okay, so the doctor takes her apple and moves on to another stall. She's gonna look for a blacksmith stall before she goes looking for the dried meat stall.
Do you bite into the apple?
Yes.
It is rotten. There's a worm in it. It is bad.
Okay, the doctor looks at it, chews it once, then looks at the apple, sees the worm, sees that it's very clearly bad, and like, I've eaten more rotten food.
All right, give me a con check.
All right, let's 12.
Okay, yeah, you pass. It was actually meant to be 13, but yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
It was only like 1 damage.
Oh,
But okay,
damn,
so
a bag of
you're out.
holding weighs 15 pounds.
So you're outside of the gates. You go inside to look around in the main market area.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So this is you over here. I don't know if I gave you the ability. How do I? Oh yeah, it's that. And this is Dr. Valerie Anders. Okay.
The
Can you
moon
see
there.
yourself up there? You're up here. Bill, do you see yourself?
I'm looking. Wait. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I'm outside of this kind of slummy area here. I was anyway. And come on, come on. My stupid fat fingers are trying to. Oh. Uh, uh, Give me a ping.
It's got a nameplate.
It's got a what?
Nameplate up here.
Okay, let me zoom out a little more because I think I'm got to be zoomed. It's still zoomed in too far. Okay, I'm in the town. Here's the town. I do not actually see myself.
All right, where can you see right now?
Let's see. I see. Oh, wait. There it is. There it is. Okay, I see the character outside of town. Okay, I see her.
All right, this town continues on in like the directions. This is just the market square of it. I was too lazy to fill it out. So you're in the market square. You should have control of them. So you're in the market. You're looking around. Rhyme. So you
Yes.
decide to go over to the weaponsmith.
Yep.
All right, you go to weaponsmith.
Okay.
There's a man. There's a man there. He's banging on his hammer on a piece of pottery, not pottery, a pan. Let's call it a pan. Working out a pretty bad dent in it over a brazier, over an anvil with a brazier next to him.
Okay.
He looks
Um,
over and
Go ahead.
he looks over as you walk up, and he goes, "Ho ho, traveler! What can I do for you?"
Well, I seem to have given away my dagger, and I was looking for a dagger, and she's like looking at everything else too. Does she see a
Well,
warhammer?
you do not.
Okay.
This is mostly like knives, dirks, some arrows. There's a bow. Nothing like super fancy. It's just your common
Yeah.
um, equipment. A
She's
couple swords.
yeah, she's gonna examine some of the daggers, some of the swords, give them some, swipes through the air, that sort of thing. She obviously knows what she's doing with the weapons. It's not just like a random, commoner swiping a sword through the air. When she swipes it, it makes the shing noise.
the
um,
guy, the guy behind the counter looks over. And it's like, well, Missy, looks like you know what you're doing there. What the hell? Why
oh,
am I? I can't say in one character voice. Um, oh, lass, that's better. It seems to me you know what you're doing there.
yeah, she stops and kind of like runs her finger along the edge of the blade, testing its sharpness, and her eyes get a um, kind of a far off look. And as he looks into her eyes, he can see that she has faced unimaginable horror and is no stranger to darkness. Though he might fear her, if he's a commoner, he'll also extend every courtesy and do his utmost to help me. I'm reading my background. Yes, yes,
So
I've,
he looks into your eyes and he sees this.
yeah, I, yes, I've got a lot of experience with this. Although she thinks about it for a moment, I can only remember the past couple of years. She sets the sword down and picks up a nice looking dagger and says, "How much is this?"
Well, most cases my daggers run for about 3 to 5 gold apiece, but young miss, because I see you in such pain, uh, I'll let you have it for let's say 5 silver.
5 silver. Um,
Yes, ma'am.
she she looks through her coins and says, "Here," and puts down. She's gonna put down. He said it was originally 3 to 5 gold, right? She's gonna put down.
That's how much he usually sells his for. You do not know the fact that daggers are usually maybe 2-ish golds a piece.
She's gonna put down 3 gold for him. I don't. That. Thank you, kind sir, but I don't want to cause you any hardship. And puts down 3 gold coins.
He swipes them up in his hand. He looks at them. He pockets one, reaches a hand into another pouch and pulls out something, puts it in his hand, and reaches over to shake your hand.
I guess she shakes his hand.
Between your palms, you can feel a few coins.
She takes.
And he releases his hand and backs up.
She looks at the coins.
It's 2 gold and 5 silver.
She smiles and says, "That thank you, sir."
He smiles back and says, he leans in conspiratorially and whispers to you, to tell you the truth. And it's a very loud whisper.
Okay.
To tell you the truth, I make these myself in my spare time out of shit people read me that's broken. It's good quality work, but I don't pay shit for it. I spend maybe an hour on it, so it's not that big a deal.
An hour, damn. That's some what's that TV show where they make the blacksmithing crap? That's some forged in fire level stuff. Yeah.
As you inspect the blade, you realize that even though it looks really nice, you can see that it doesn't have the marks of a master craftsman.
She definitely notices that, but doesn't say anything. He was honest with her, and she she puts it in her belt and says, hopefully I don't have to use it, or I never hope. Let's hope I never have to use it. And then I guess I don't know, I guess she steps back, and
At what point would I be able to find my way to his stall?
So you wander around the market area. I think you said you wanted to visit something.
Yeah, I was going to visit the blacksmith stall first, and then I was going to go ahead and try to find the dried meat vendor.
So you probably showed up there maybe 3/4 way through that conversation with the blacksmith.
All right.
She pulls out some of them dried rations and starts eating them.
Excuse me, do you know where the vendor was that sold you those?
Oh yeah, he ran off, but he's right over there, and she points over here at his cart.
Is there anyone at that stall?
No.
Are there people around it?
There are people kind of walking around. You do give me a perception roll, both of you.
Perception. Ooh, wow. Damn.
I have a plus perception. How do I always roll like
So, Ron, you notice that there is very few people that even get close to the stand for the dried ration guy.
On a scale of gruel to last night's soup, how good are these dried rations I'm eating? Because
rat dropping cakes.
Rat dropping cakes. So lower than gruel.
Maybe.
Okay.
Well, I mean, probably a step up from the gruel, but not much.
Okay. Wow. I guess sometimes rats eat good stuff, so.
It's not a cake made out of rat droppings. It's a cake that has rat droppings.
Oh, okay.
Like that's the level.
Right.
Like
right.
it's not gruel, but it's not great.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, her scale is, I don't know how good that soup actually was, but that's her current scale.
Okay, so the armorer goes back to hammering on the pot that was messed up.
It's at that point that the doctor would walk after finding out where the stall was. Excuse me, but she's going to pull out her rapier. Would you be able to shop in this?
Blacksmith looks over at it. He holds his hand out.
I'll hand him the rapier.
He looks it over. He kind of holds the edge up to the light. Kind of turns around, puts his finger right in front of the guard and tests the weight of it. He kind of pops up in the air and grabs it by the handle, flips it around, pulls it back forward, and he kind of rubs it up his arm to check the sharpness of it. And inspects his arm, and he goes, well, miss, I don't miss. Last that'll work. Well, Lassie, I don't think I have the skills to make this any sharper than it already is.
Well, that's fine then. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And
no problem.
while he was going through all that, the doctor had pulled out a small like a small little piece of just blank parchment and had written down a little note and had folded it up and had put that in her back in her little in like a little side pocket.
Okay.
Tarun was watching.
In his side pocket?
No, in my side pocket, just kind of making it seem where it's in the same side pocket where she's got an extra coin or two. And when he hands her back the rapier, she's going to pretend like she's reaching into her pocket, and she's going to pull out the little piece of parchment. So this is the first time he's seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to say, "Excuse me, I was told that this note needed to be delivered to the vendor of the dried meat goods over there, but it seems he's gone, and I'm so sorry. I'm a bit busy. I can't stay here all day. Do you think that you could hand this to him?" And she's also going to palm him a gold coin.
So as you mentioned, the dried meat vendor, his face kind of goes pale. And he kind of backs up from you as you try to palm him the note and the coin, and he drops it to the ground. And he said, "I'm sorry, Lassie. I can't get involved with him."
You're not getting involved with him. I just need this letter sent, and I just can't wait here all day. It doesn't look like you're going anywhere.
He backs up and bumps into the table, and he goes, actually, I'm actually pretty much done for the day. I gotta pack up and get home."
Tarun was munching on her food, and she kind of notices this going on, and notices he seems to be afraid of this woman, this elf woman, and says, "Ma'am, he clearly he or no, what she wouldn't say, ma'am. That's she says, hey, he clearly doesn't want to be bothered. What are you doing to him?"
Just
And she kind of steps forward with her, like, how tall did I say she was? Oh, she's not that tall. She's 5'9". Okay, but she's definitely muscular with 17 strength. You know, she kind of steps up on you.
Damn it, she's. Wait, how tall are you?
5'9".
That's average. That's averagely tall. You're a human.
Yeah. She appears human.
Fuck you, Ron.
As this is happening, the blacksmith hurriedly packs up his stall and scurries away.
Huh, that's fine. I can find someone else to deliver this note, as long as there's someone around.
What problem do you have with the merchant? He's simply trying to sell his wares.
Quick note: the blacksmith is probably about maybe 6 foot ish, pretty muscle bound. What you would expect out of a gorilla if it was a human.
All right.
Like just overly muscular.
I'm not looking for any trouble. I just need a note delivered to that man. And by the way, what you're eating is coated in rat droppings.
She glances at it. She's like, I've had worse.
Yes, as have I, which is why I choose not to.
This is like the third best thing I've ever had in my life.
That makes me very sad.
Would it be third best or second best?
second bet. Maybe she's had meat before, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
you
They
might have
they they do
stole a
need
piece
to
of lamb.
occasionally feed her. They did use her to kill things, you know. They had to give her some protein every now and then.
True, true.
I mean that is true.
All right, sorry, interruption. Go ahead.
Uh,
I don't
it's
even
like,
remember.
oh, you had said I've eaten
Oh
worse,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then the doctor responded, "As have I, which is why I choose not to eat that anymore."
She glances down at her food and and you she thinks thinks hard about it and then keeps eating it. I'll take what I can get.
Okay, the doctor's going to look at the food she's eating, then look back up at her, and look back at the food, and look back up at her. Like, if you have the option, why don't you eat something better?
The, I mean, last night I had the best food I've ever had. It
Quick
was it,
question: are y'all still standing in front of the blacksmiths, or are y'all wandering around the market looking at other wares?
I,
I think, given the fact we just met
yeah.
and everything, just standing there having a conversation.
Okay.
I don't think we're quite 100% at the point of walk and talk yet.
Give me a perception, both of you guys.
Okay. Nope. I'm also gonna do a thing. Nope. Okay.
Wow.
I
How
was
did we
Okay.
trying
both
I was
roll?
trying to decide if like maybe there was a faint memory of better foods, but with a wisdom save of 4, no, no. She knows they exist. She knows all the words.
All right, keep going.
Um, what did you ask, Bill?
I asked, if you have the option, why don't you find better food?
Uh,
We're not slaves. We're not forced to eat whatever someone hands us.
so that definitely rings, you know, what's the phrase? That definitely strikes a chord with her. Um, she's like, you're right. You're right. I'm not a slave anymore. And she throws the trail ration on the ground and stomps it.
Did,
Where
by
is
the
the
way,
best food in this town?
real quick before did you pay for that?
Yeah, of course. I'm no thief.
Uh, Not that like I said, what you were eating is almost not food anymore. You may want to get your money back.
She glances over at the empty stall, and I assume that gold coin she set down is not there anymore. Like,
It is
yeah.
gone.
She says, I mean, I don't know if she could see that from where she is.
Hmm.
If you get up on your tippy toes and kind of lean to the side, you can probably see the.
She does that. She glances over and she's like, I I think my money is gone.
That's unfortunate. Would you care to get it back?
Well, she looks in her bag and looks at the not. Oh, I should change that to 9. 9 days of horrible trail rations. I I mean, maybe this is bad food, but I have no reason to want to hurt this man's livelihood.
He owns at least one slave, and coming from a similar town, I guarantee you he owns more. And if a
So
man and if a
her
gorilla as early as this blacksmith was afraid of him, he's
without
got.
like unintentionally her fingertips start crackling and her spear like which was on her back appears in her hand and she doesn't notice at first and she's like he owns slaves.
Well, yes, I've actually found this sweet little girl selling rotten apples.
She definitely starts walking in the direction of that stand, not
Well, well,
realizing
well, well,
what's happened, you know.
the doctor's gonna kind of run out in front of her. Whoa. Hold on now. Now, we can definitely make this a good situation, but Hurting a man only hurts for so long. When you hurt him physically, if you take away that his livelihood, that can hurt so much more.
She does pause, and then she notices the like what's going on with her hands and the spear, and she looks surprised and says, "You're you're right. I don't know anything about him." She puts the spear back on her back, and the lightning
Excellent.
stops. We, what did you have in mind?
Yes, I can turn the light on, baby. Um, okay, so here's one thing. Everyone seems to be avoiding this stand. I don't blame them at all.
She she looks over at the stand, and like to be fair, it all looks delicious to her.
How much did hmm, is the doctor's going to look back at the blacksmith stand? Did the blacksmith pack up all of his stuff?
He got like the mass majority of it. There's still like the brazier of fire smoldering. His hammer and small anvil is still there, along with a pot that he was working on. There's a few boxes in back that has a bit of hay sticking out of it, and he still has the cover on top of it. But overall, most everything else is gone. Most of the things that um, might be stolen.
Is there like a nail or anything else just laying around, like maybe he might have been working on, or anything sharp that maybe I could drive into a wooden table?
He has a pot that he was fixing.
All right.
I mean,
Well,
if you go look inside the crates back behind there and give me an investigation, I can probably tell you if you find a nail or not.
oh, okay. Well, it doesn't need to be a nail, just something I can drive into some wood. So let's go ahead and roll that investigation. Hey, 15.
Wait, does Torun recognize this person? I just realized.
Um, with that kind of intelligence, if you give me a oh man, what would that be? Wisdom check?
Probably for memory.
Give me a wisdom.
Nope.
Yeah. Nope.
All right.
So what do I get for a 15 on the investigation?
So there's definitely some odds and ends in there. You probably find a dull dagger that doesn't have the hilt tapped on there yet.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and take that, because if it's like a dull, just a knife, just a blade blank, then he's not gonna. Then this guy's not gonna lose any money. He didn't fault me at all. So
Yeah,
she,
he might have spent maybe 30 minutes just getting a whole batch melted or smelted. But I
yeah.
mean, he probably did like a batch of like 20, so it's no big deal.
Okay, then yeah, she's gonna pick up the dull blade, kind of flick it around her fingers a little bit, and like, okay, this will work. And she also grabs the hammer, and she's going to walk over to the stand.
Was that me?
Nope.
Who just died?
Okay, then the doctor is going to reach into her pocket with that note that she tried to give the blacksmith. He's going to set it on the table and using that hammer that was over at the blacksmith's place, drive the dagger down into the note on into the table, so that when he comes back, he'll very clearly see it.
Okay.
And and then she's going to turn back to, I don't know your name yet, but I'm just going to say it
So
yeah.
as you turn back away from doing this, you notice that the majority of the people that were, anywhere even close to the stand, kind of all have looked at you side-eyed. Some of them have gone white or pale, and most of them have stepped further away from you.
Interesting reaction. She's going to turn back to Torun, and she's going to be like, Would you care to go? Would you care to go find a place where we can get you some real food, maybe a drink?
I would love some real food, and some ale. I I don't know how I remember what that is, but yeah.
Oh, my friend, you and I, we are going to find a large cask of ale, and we are going to have some wonderful words.
And they walk off and they live happily ever after.
Um, so if y'all happen to check your money bags as you walk away, you notice at least, well, no, with an 8, both of y'all are missing your money bags.
Our whole bags.
Your whole bag.
Huh.
If you have your money in a money bag.
I had kept most of
Torun, your
mine in
money
that.
is in.
I had put most of mine in that bag of holding. Don't you remember? I put a lot of my stuff in there from last time. Just the stuff
Right.
I don't want a lot of people seeing. I only had a money bag with like 10 gold in it.
Right. I remember you having that, and Torun, I think all of your money's in that bag of holding.
Then my vegetables got stolen. Son of a.
Oh, what kind of vegetables were they?
I don't know. He just said vegetables.
Oh, it's like that frozen bag of mixed veggies. Gross.
Except not frozen.
They were fresh. There
Yeah.
was
Oh.
turnips, potatoes, onions, and
All right. Let's
cucumbers.
just delete these from my inventory.
Fresh in Torun's opinion.
Do I have a pouch even? Yeah, I don't have a pouch. So the only place they would have been is the bag of holding or like my backpack.
I mean, I'll leave that up to you if you want to have it somewhere else other than the bag
Yeah,
of
I mean,
holding. But
she wouldn't have taken it out of there.
yeah,
However,
Fur will put the
She
money back in
hasn't put anything else into it yet, though. It
there.
hasn't occurred to her that this bag could hold other things. Well, no, she did put a carrot into it and tested that, so she knows it can hold other things. Okay. She's not that dumb. 8 is just below average.
so I probably did lose like 10 gold there because that's basically what I had at like out and about is like walking around money.
Right.
So I'll go ahead and shave off that.
Did he steal my pamphlet of the history of Rothgar or my note from the dead guy?
No.
Okay.
The only thing that he or they got was your money back if your money bag was out in the open.
Okay. Oh, so I still have my vegetables. Okay. Because, that's better than trail rations and
Yeah.
healthier.
This is true, especially rat shit coated trail rations.
Yeah.
All right. So, Bill, you're missing your money bag. So as you walk away looking for a food establishment, you do see a pub with a sign out front that's got a mug tilted over and there's beer pouring out of it, all in wood, of course.
So Valerie's going to put her hand on Torun's shoulder and be like, "This is one of such establishments, my friend, where we are going to procure ourselves a good meal."
Excellent.
Bill, do you even check your money bag to see if it's there?
I would have brushed past it, and then when I saw it was missing, I would have been like, street urchins. Some things never change when you come to any city. I'm basically brushing it off because I'm on a bit of a like self-imposed mission on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you walk up to the establishment and you go in.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. I don't have this one fully finished, so I'm not going to even switch over to it yet.
All right.
But you enter into a tavern. It's kind of long. The tables are in the middle, and the bar is over in the corner. As you enter, quite a few patrons turn to the door and hold up their mugs and say, "Hey!" And then go back to drinking. There's a jaunty tune
says,
coming.
"Hey, back."
A guy walks up and gives you a beer. It says, "Welcome to the Happy Drunk," and then walks away.
I'm pleased to become a happy drunk, and she downs the mug.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a jaunty tune coming from the corner. There's a bartender behind the bar. If you look in that direction, you'll realize that he is not human. He's also not what you would normally see in a human town.
What is he?
Now, goddamn it, Frank. Now I'm curious.
I forgot what they're called. Hold on. I have it written down, but is that it? A half minotaur.
Half minotaur. All right.
I couldn't remember how to say what the fuck a minotaur was.
Hmm.
I was like the bull person.
Oh, okay. Well, then Valerie's going to walk up to the bar with Torun, and she's going to say, "Excuse me, barkeep, two more mugs of ale, and what do you have for food here?"
He looks over at you and kind of snorts, and then kind of nods his head towards a version of a menu. He's got a few things, and he goes, "Special today is beef stew," and that is potatoes and beef chunks, sautéed onions and mushrooms in a beef stock broth.
Sounds pretty good. All right.
That sounds good. We'll have two of those.
He
Yes.
kind of nods and he turns around and like bangs on the wall, and he says, "Two specials,"
And how
and then turns back and gets you the beer.
and how much is that?
The special today it's a 2 for 1. 3 silvers will get you a meal.
Oh,
Okay.
2 for 1. You can't beat that kind of a deal.
She reaches into her pouch and says gold and dumps out all the gold and then slides him one and then pours the rest back in.
Both of you give me a perception.
God damn it, Ron.
Another 9.
So
Oh wait, that's
Ron,
a 16. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, Ron, as you do this, you do see out of the corner of your eye a small child that was hiding underneath the table, kind of like jump up and like hit his head on the top of the table, and then kind of scurry between the patrons into the or back towards the door. You'll also notice with the 16, there was a man wearing a cloak that seems to be staring directly at you.
She turns to the man and says, "Hello, friend. Would you like a beer or an ale?" Yeah.
He bolts upright and heads towards the door.
People
when-
don't seem to like
when-
gold. All right.
Out of curiosity, when Tarun addressed the hooded individual, would the doctor have noticed that?
You probably would have turned around whenever she turned around just to see what was going on.
Okay. The doctor's going to place her hand on Tarun's shoulder, and is going to bring her in. Friend, money will turn wonderful people into horrible monsters. So keep your money close and keep how much you're carrying hidden.
Oh, right. He wanted to steal. Well, see, the problem is I have to say gold, and then all the gold comes out.
Oh, you have a bag of holding. It's fine.
It does hold things.
I have one of those as well. You don't need to say it out loud, and you don't need to dump it out. You can reach your hand in and say something like 3 silver or 1 gold, and it will appear in your hand. Or you can think it, and it will just appear in your hand.
Bill, do you demonstrate?
Yes, I am going to demonstrate with one of the daggers that I've got inside my bag. I just reach up my hand inside and I pull it out, and there's the dagger.
There's nothing in your hand.
There's nothing in my hand.
No.
Oh, these are defective bags. This is a defective bag of holding. Okay, that's wonderful.
Oh, I have one of those. And she pulls out her other bag of holding.
And you have 2 bags of holding. That's
Well, this one is for garbage.
what?
Well, you put stuff in it and it goes away, so it's for garbage, obviously. And she realizes that this person is far smarter than her, but getting the chance to one up a smart person is she's very pleased with herself.
Do you demonstrate?
Yeah, she puts her drink into there, just the mug and all, and then she's like, now watch, and
Uh,
she says ale and tries to get it out.
Nothing happens.
See, it's for garbage. Oh, crap! I wanted to drink that. Bartender, can I have another one and another cup?
He kind of looks over you. The half minotaur looks over at you, and he kind of looks around for the mug, and he just kind of hangs his head a little bit, and then turns around, grabs the mug, and slides it down the bar.
See?
Interesting. The doctor's going to put her hand back in there, and she's going to say dagger, and we're going to pull her hand out.
A dagger comes out.
Okay, well, that's good.
It works that time?
No, he thought it last time.
Oh, so he does have to say it all out. Oh, well, maybe yours is so.
Okay, well, you know what? From going forward, weapons don't necessarily need to stay in the bag. Come in, you little shit. Okay, well, anyway, so what's your name?
My name's Torun.
Wonderful to meet you,
Or
Tarun.
as the way she says it is Torun.
Ah.
So Bill, since you are a knowledgeable being from this world, you do know that bags of holding, if they are not attuned to you, you do have to say it out loud.
Okay. I get it now. I see what the issue. I see what the issue is, and we'll worry about that later. My name is Dr. Valerie Anders. I am. Let's just say I know how to get things and get things done.
So you're a healer.
Yes, it is one of my many talents that I enjoy. That I partake in the healing arts. Yes. I am currently learning under the tutelage of the Raven Queen.
Okay,
but
I gotta pee. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be back.
Okay.
It's cool. Me and Ron are basically just gonna RP.
Who's the Raven Queen?
I am a up and coming practicing cleric of the Raven Queen. As of right now, my healing talents aren't quite what they could be, but I'm learning.
Who's the Raven Queen?
Oh, the Raven Queen is a god of fate, destiny, and death.
Oh, okay. So the god of death teaches you how to heal?
Sort of. While death is a big part of it, the main focus of the Raven Queen is one's fate. And if one dies before their fate is achieved, well, that doesn't help anyone. It certainly doesn't help the world, and it certainly does nothing for the Raven Queen. So our job is to keep people going until their fate has been achieved.
Well, I guess to each their own. I don't really trust any god out there. Although I don't know why. It doesn't feel right to me. You know?
Understood. Faith is not for everyone.
there was a guy in the cell across from me that, well, uh, he's not here anymore, but that he worshipped someone named I think Torm, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, he was talking about how great the god was and all of that. But if the god was so great, then why was he in the Colosseum with me? Why didn't his god save him from my axe?
Well, the way I like to think of it is, no matter who you worship, when fate comes knocking at your door, you can't really argue with it.
Well, I guess fate never knocked at my door.
The door bursts open to the tavern, and a small child rushes inside.
Yeah, she
Bill,
turns and looks.
Bill, Bill, you would recognize this child.
Is it the one from the fruit stand?
Yes.
Okay, Valerie's gonna turn around and look, and just gonna turn around just enough to see out of the corner of her eye the door, where she came in from. You said she slammed in, right?
Well, not like kicked the door in, but she like pushed it in kind of forcefully.
Mhm.
So everybody turns and says, "Hey!" Oh, and turns back.
I think Torun is probably distracted. This whole idea of gods and stuff it's bothering her, but she doesn't know
Oh
why.
no! Oh no! I broke the atheist.
She doesn't know why it's bothering her. It's just there's a feeling that something about that is touching,
Resonating.
yeah, resonating, yeah.
So the small child kind of looks around the bar, sees Dr. Valerie, and then looks down shyly and kind of shuffles up to you next to the bar and starts tugging on your cloak.
The doctor is not having learned a thing or two about her owner, is going to kind of speak out of the corner of her mouth, not so everyone can hear. Like, take the seat next to me and we can talk.
To the child?
Yes.
She just kind of keeps looking down and keeps tugging on your cloak.
The doctor's going to turn around. It's going to be like, yes.
She holds up a small bag to you.
Going to grab it and open it up.
You see 10 gold inside.
Oh, that was very kind of you.
She says, I saw the boy who took it, and you were so nice to me earlier. I had to get it back for you. And as she says that, she looks up at you, and you can tell she's got a black eye, or the beginnings of a black eye.
Now, when you say the beginnings of a black eye, does it look like she got into a fist fight with a kid, or does it look like she got sucker punched by a man?
Fist fight with a kid.
Okay.
Does her slave mark look the same as Torun's?
Yes and no. Tarun's is a burn,
Yeah.
like an actual burn, like a brand, and the girl's is like an inked on tattoo.
Okay.
Kind of elegant almost.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my dear. And just for future, please don't put yourself in any danger to help me out, okay?
You were so nice to me. I had to do something nice for you. And she kind of does that, like, look down, like foot, like twisting, like the dirt into the ground.
Sir, barkeep, could I get a third bowl, child size, please?
Barkeep looks over at you and I don't have any child-sized bowls. We're just regular bowls.
How about an adult-sized meal then?
It's 2 for 3 silver.
2 for 3 silver? Okay, we'll have two. We'll have 2 more bowls then. Would you care to sit and have a quick meal?
The child looks up at you and goes, I have to get back to my box.
Do you
Torun
though?
Torun notices the child now because that's why I roll perception and
Hmm.
notices the brand. Where is it on regular slaves?
Her forehead.
It's typically somewhere's on the face.
Okay,
Depending on where it's at on the face, or and how big and how bright is really dependent on how much money is owed. If it's on like the forehead and it's very prominent, then they probably owe a large sum. If it's just kind of like faded on the side, it's probably not much. If it's kind of across the entire face, then they owe probably a very
yeah.
large sum of money.
She notices the brand and her eyes kind of like grow serious and says, "Little girl, why do you have that on your face?
Um,
Do they
she
make you
looks taken
fight?"
aback. The little girl looks taken aback. She kind of grabs the hair from that was she had originally like tucked behind her ears, and she kind of grabs it and pulls it in front of her face, um, and says, You were so nice. You were so nice to me, but I forgot I was a slave. I'm sorry."
You're
And and, and she hops off
wait,
the stool.
she said,
Uh,
"Wait, you're a slave?"
She's not responding. She's heading towards the door.
Tarun's gonna try to reach out and grab her arm.
The doctor's gonna reach for the hand and kind of put a hand on it.
Well, hold on. That's gonna be some dex checks against each other
Okay.
if you're gonna try to stop me. It's dex though, not strength. So I rolled a 6. Come on, Bill. Okay, yeah, you get my hand.
Yeah.
She's not gonna like force her hand. So
No, no, no. You don't want her to get to face a beating for just for being kind.
her face immediately softens at those words because she's definitely faced beatings before. They enslave children and make them fight?
That what? No, 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 no. It's that mark means that she either that she, I spoke with her earlier. Her father sold her so that he could get money for her mother.
Other way
But
around.
Her jaw
oh,
drops.
but she does not fight. The man who quote unquote owns her makes her run a fruit stall. The fruit is about as rotten as the meat that you were eating.
The parents sell their children into slavery?
If they can't afford things or if they are in debt, yes.
So her fingertips are like lightly crackling and she's like, "What kind of place is this?"
This is the world, Torun. These things happen. You can't fight this kind of a system just out in the open. That's why I say stick with me. I can teach you how to really fight these things. I was a slave for a while myself.
The
Bill, as
yeah.
a person that has lived in this world, and you know pretty much not maybe not all there is to know, but you know a lot about it. Even though it can seem harsh in some situations, most places, most cities, their the treatment of slaves really is better than what you historically how slaves are treated.
Okay.
I'm sure they are basically indentured servants, but they're treated more as servants in most cases. Um, but there are still people out there that will abuse people just for the thrill of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Now,
There
sometimes
are evil people everywhere.
Right.
many slaves are oftentimes treated more like servants than slaves. They're given beds and oftentimes food better than they can get themselves, but other times they're not. Her owner is one that, as I understand, would have beaten her if he saw her talking to someone as opposed to selling them rotten fruit.
Her the crackling does stop and she kind of like straightens back up
Yes.
and takes a drink from her ale and then says, "Yes, please teach me how to fight these people."
The bartender delivers two more bowls of stew.
Well,
She
I hope you enjoyed the first bowl because we're in for a second one.
Oh, she definitely enjoyed them both. So, she I don't know how much this costs. She reaches into her
No,
bag.
well, I've got this one. Here you are, sir. 3 silver.
She does not reach into her bag.
The Minotaur scoops it up in his giant hands and just slides it into a pocket of his apron, nods, and then walks away. He stops about halfway away, steps back, um, and leans over the table. If you want, God, it's hard to do voices. If you want, I've got some old to go bowls in back. I can spoon one of these into a to go bowl for you if you want to take it with you. You know, for the little less.
You're so kind. Thank you. That would be wonderful.
He walks off.
See, there's an example of someone that's trying to do some good in this world. And his fate is ever brighter.
Ron, if you look
I
around
think
the
I'm.
tavern,
Go ahead.
if you look around the tavern, there's probably at least one slave, probably just like wiping tables and stuff.
She. Hold on. Well, yeah, Bill's thoroughly explained things. She kind of looks at the slave, glances over at the bartender, looks back at the slave.
You notice the mark is on the side of the face and is extremely light.
That probably doesn't mean much to her because she doesn't know about the whole price, value of the thing, all that stuff. Um, but she says, so did Bill explain why people go into slavery?
Yeah, I mentioned that there's a number of reasons.
Okay.
Some people are in debt. Some people need to sell themselves in exchange for a price for goods, things like that.
Okay.
The slave you see
So
in the bar cleaning tables is, clearly well fed, well
yeah.
taken care of, nice clothing, and seems to have a smile on their face.
So does he own her?
I'm not sure. She likely, if the bartender is the owner of this place, there's a good chance that he owns her. But with how faded her mark is, she's probably nearing the end of her debt.
Turun gets up and walks over to her and you know walks over and kind of like if she'll she reaches for her hands, like takes like grabs one of her hands softly and takes them both and like covers her hand. What am I trying to say? Puts both of her hands on hers, like I guess grasps her and like looks her in the eyes, and she says, how much how much do you still owe?
I, I beg your pardon, miss. I don't understand. Oh, you're referring to my slave brand. I,
Yes.
I still owe. It's only a few coppers.
She reaches into her bag of holding and thinks the number a few she doesn't have any coppers, so she figures gold is just as good and thinks
Mm.
3 gold.
We
And
haven't a turn. You still have to say,
oh, you're right.
you still have to say it.
She says I guess she says 3 gold and pulls out 3 gold and then hands it to
She's
her.
she takes a step back away from you as you do it, and she's like, "Oh no, miss, it's not like that. Uh, Jeffrey, Jeffrey, hold on, yeah, Jeffrey. Um, Jeffrey might hold my slave contract, but I'm happy here. He, it's our relationship has developed into more than just slave and master. And if I finish out my contract, I won't be able to stay with him anymore."
She definitely looks confused by that. Um but she says, "You would want to stay here?"
Well, of course, miss. I love Jeffrey.
You she definitely, there's a look of shock that comes across her face, but she says, "Does he love you back?"
Well, and she like glances down and blushes, and she goes, "Well, I hope so. I mean, we've lain together several times, and
Oh Jesus.
he's given me his promise that once we have enough money together, we can sneak away from this city, and he can dissolve my slave bonds.
She
We can
reaches
live
into her bag and says, "Gold," and pulls out the rest. Is this enough?
Oh
She takes
my
a step.
God.
Her
She takes a
personality
step
trait,
forward.
her personality trait, I help those in need no matter what the personal cost.
Okay,
She,
okay.
she
The doctor is going to stand up and walk over. I'm like, Tarun, remember where we are. There are eyes watching us.
She does look around.
there are definitely eyes on you.
If anyone laid a hand on her, I would rip their throats from their throats. I would rip out their throats.
You know, give me an intimidation. Um, Quite a few heads turn back towards their beers. There might be still a few staring at you. Hold on.
She does say, "Would this be enough?"
Goodness.
There's still one staring at you.
Okay.
And she steps forward and puts her hands over yours and pushes them down. And she says, "Oh no, miss. He's still paying off the bar, and once he can sell it, we'll be fine. We're just waiting for the contract."
She nods. Um, if there's anything you need, my name is Torun, and just find me. And she does put the coins back into the bag.
Thank you, miss. And she smiles and steps away back over to the bar. Leans over, and the half minotaur leans over. The girl whispers in her ear, and the half minotaur looks up and like nods his head. And in the process, the woman kisses his cheek.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna when Tarun goes to go sit down. Did Dr. Andrews, did she notice the one guy that was still staring at Tarun?
Give me a perception.
All right, let's roll that sweet perception. 20.
You see him. Even though he's sitting in the corner with his hood up, you can see his entire face. You can tell he's got a glint of greed in his eyes.
Given my background, does this look like a roguish character type?
In your experience, you would say he definitely looks roguish. Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna walk past his table. She doesn't ever look directly at him. But she stops just in front of his table, like with him on her like left side, and kind of mutters under her breath in thieves' cant, which it basically pig Latin, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
or like
street. It's an
or like
amalgam. It's an amalgamation of the different spoken and written languages. I think thieves' cant is a written language.
No, thieves' cant is a combination of written language and spoken language and verbal language, or not verbal, like physical,
nonverbal cues.
Yeah, nonverbal cues. It's like you said, like an amalgamation.
Yeah. Okay.
So then, in that case, because I'm not used to playing roguish types. Is there a spoken version of thieves' cant?
Let's say yes.
Okay. Well, basically, just gonna say, this mark is not one you're going to want to make if you value your life.
Give me an intimidation, please.
Oh, I'm not trying to intimidate. I'm trying to just. Honestly, this is. I feel like this one. I'm just trying to be kind of more paying it forward to someone in the profession.
Okay.
So persuade. If you're
Okay.
not trying to intimidate, if you're not trying to scare or lie, then it's persuasion.
Um, he leans over and kind of chuckles a little bit and says, "What's a young lassie like you gonna do about it?"
Me, I'm probably not going to do much, but like I said, like my friend over there said, throats ripped out and whatnot. And to be honest, the Raven Queen likes for people's fates to be completed, but doesn't require it. Have a great day.
Now, see,
And just walk.
that sounded like an intimidation.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
one.
was thinking temptation on that one.
Yeah, that one's straight up. That one is going to be straight up intimidation. Fuck! As I walk away, I stub my foot on the corner of a table and just face plant straight down. Bop!
He laughs heartily along with quite a few of other people in the tavern, and he says in thieves' cant, just loud enough you can hear it over the exuberant voices. I hate to see you leave, but I love to watch you walk away. Wait, no, fuck.
Okay. Okay. Doctor's going to kind of shoot straight up, wipe herself off, and then it's just going to look to everyone that's probably staring and laughing at her, and just say, "Praise the Raven Queen," and walk back to her stool. But for the remainder of the time there, is kind of going to keep just like little side eye over at that guy.
So when you say praise Raven Queen, you see a outline. You personally see like a glowing outline, or not like a glowing, but like a black dark outline appear around somebody inside the tavern. This person perks up, looks at you, and walks away.
Oh, leaves the tavern.
Yes, like hustles away relatively quickly.
Can I follow him?
You
Oh
can
God
try.
damn it! The freaking howler, the stupid owls are back.
The owls are back outside your window.
Yes, I hear them.
Yeah. I thought that those owls were gone ever since they cleared the trees around your house.
Apparently not. That's going to be annoying tonight.
I can't, but Ron apparently can. Just poke your head out the window and just shout, "Me! Ooh, me!"
Okay, sorry.
Oh, you're good. So what would I okay, real quick,
I'm gonna go get a drink.
before Bill decides to do something slurm level stupid. Um did What would I need to roll to find out if I just fucked up?
You can roll me either a religion check or what's the basis for insight?
Insight is wisdom.
No, I mean like what is insight? Like strength is how far you can throw an apple. Dex is how well you can catch an apple.
Well, uh, well, it's based on wisdom, and wisdom is knowing that a tomato, while being a fruit, doesn't belong in fruit salad.
So what is insight? Like, what does it do? Okay, just roll me a
Usually
religion check.
Religion?
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
That is not high enough to know exactly what's going on there, but you do recollect from some time that you might have spent with another worshiper of the Raven Queen. They might have offhandedly mentioned a black glowing outline around a person.
All right, I'm back.
Being either really good or really bad, but you don't exactly remember.
Okay.
You can recall that most often it is a sign of a mark of the dead. Um, it usually only happens whenever you say something along the lines of "Praise the Raven Queen" around someone who is marked.
So that's someone that's probably about to die.
About to die is not contracted, but the Raven Queen wishes them to die, or they are out to do that to someone else.
Damn, that's some Dark Brotherhood stuff.
Okay. She's going. The doctor's gonna walk up to Torun. Torun, come with me now. And she's gonna walk. She's gonna walk out after the guy.
Tarun does. She comes.
Okay. As you leave the tavern, they're like, "Oh," like a collective "oh."
And the doctor, upon hearing that, praise be the Raven Queen, gentlemen, and will fling five gold into the crowd.
Do you say that loudly this time? Because you said it kind of quietly last time.
Yes, this time around, yes, she does say say that out loud. And you know what? Because five coins isn't that much. She's gonna waste 2 gold in the form of silver and throw 20 silver into the crowd.
Can I toss 9 torches? Because why the hell did I need to start with 10? No, I don't do
Well,
that.
you could, I guess.
I don't do that.
You're gonna be staying there for a minute, but yeah.
I've got 9 torches strapped to my back, by the way. No.
Do you
Well,
have
10.
do you have like improvised weapon, the improvised weapon feat or something? Goddamn.
No, it's part of the stupid starting bag. You start with 10 torches for some reason.
Yeah.
And I want to point out that while the doctor does that, she does not once even slow down her steps. She just like, praise be the Raven Queen, I'll be back, and then just chucks 20 silver and just chucks 20 silver up into the air.
You hear a few boos and a couple jeers and a couple affirmative responses.
You'd think that a bunch of people in a tavern seeing free money flying around wouldn't be booing.
Of course, they all went diving for the money. It was the booing was more for the appraisal of the Raven Queen.
Ah, okay. Well, you know what?
Not everybody, worships the Raven Queen.
That's true. But they're not my worry right now.
More likely, they fear her.
Yeah. God of death.
Mm-hmm.
And then we make our way back outside, following the guy that I saw engulfed in the shadow.
So give me another perception check. Right. Or I gotta see what insight does.
Insight is conversational, like perception.
Okay.
It's percepting another person's motives.
13?
Should I do one? I don't know what I'm looking for, but both in
I mean, you
and out of
can.
character because I was out of the room for a second. Of course.
So you look down and you see beer suds in the shape of a boot print leading off around the side of the tavern.
Both
She
of us,
just,
or just Tarun?
Just Tarun.
I think somebody went that way.
Well, let's follow. All right, we're gonna go. I guess we're gonna be following.
All right, so you go around the edge of the tavern. Oopsie. Whoops, close this down. So the tavern is roughly right about here. The boot prints lead in this direction.
All right.
Give me 1 second. I am. I've got to go to where the tavern was. Okay, there. So there's that. In which direction were the boot prints going?
This way.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, so
Okay. This makes life so much easier. So tavern here. You see the boot prints leading off in this general direction.
okay, then yeah, let's. I'm certainly going to go in that direction. I'm assuming Tarun is following.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you go around the corner. You hear a slight commotion. Well, you get to about right here, right here, and well, no, I'm not doing freehand anymore. Oh no! Why did you zoom in? Oh god! I hit a button. You get to about right here, and you hear a struggle coming from this area.
Okay. Upon hearing that, I'd start speed walking over to the noise, over to what sounded like the disturbance.
Okay. So you probably get to the edge right there, and you glance around the corner, and you see a figure draped in shadow, hunched over the prone form of the man that you saw inside. This creature is quite a bit larger than you would expect a human to be, and you get a very intimidating presence rolling off of it.
Is the guy on the ground? Does he look dead?
Yes.
Okay, so there's nope. So well then, in that case, if we're not going to stop the situation, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn to Tarun and whisper to her, stay quiet and try to not be seen. Let's see what we can learn.
Oh god. Hold on.
That
Tarun
man is
sees
already dead.
Tarun sees this creature standing over this helpless dying man and says, "You there! What are you doing to that man?" And her spear appears in her hand without her thinking, and she throws it.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, Tarun, you sweet big dumb idiot.
So I guess we're gonna need to roll some initiative.
Yeah.
I mean, do I get a surprise round here?
You do, and I'll even give Bill a surprise attack.
That was a 15.
If Bill wants it, and that does not hit.
Okay.
You know what? Sure. Fuck it. We're already here. I'll go for a short bow shot then.
So as you aim to fire, your finger comes off the string prematurely, and you punch yourself in the face.
Oh. 1 second. I'm basically gonna flavor this like she was aiming for the shot, and then Tarun just with her just for that damn spear throw just knocks my hand. I just think, oh, damn it, Tarun, you big dumb idiot. God.
So oh wow, nice. I rolled a good initiative.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
it's not. Oh, but the initiative thing has to be up
Hold on, I'm trying to
for
find
it
it
to
again.
add.
I had to
Bill.
touch it.
Oh,
My bad.
plus we need to select our tokens.
How do I? Let me bring these guys over here
Okay.
so you can see them. Okay. Um,
Why does roll
so
20 always do this to our initiative rolls? It's 20.11. What is it? What even?
That's the initiative tiebreaker. You can turn that on or off.
Ah,
Mine, yeah, mine is turned on. I guess yours is turned off, but yeah, mine's turned off now.
I feel like that should only come up if two people in the same initiative order roll the same initiative. That seems like it'd be so much more efficient.
Yeah, that you would think. And the tiebreaker is dumb because I think. Hold on, let me turn it back on. Yeah, the tiebreaker is dumb because it's just a set number. So it's not even like random. Because if I turn on the tiebreaker, my initiative is 0.11. But I mean, I did nat 20 that initiative.
I mean, you did do that. You have a +0 for your dex.
Yeah, I've got 11 dexterity. I have 17 strength, 14 con, 11 dex, 8 intelligence, 14 wisdom, and 18 charisma. I'm actually very charismatic, but so Frank, I think if you right click on our tokens, you can just add us to the initiative and then type it in manually since we already rolled.
I think I basically have to roll initiative.
Or we can just re-roll again and then you can change it.
Yeah, that'll work.
Because I would like to keep that 20. I mean, that's not bad. A 17's not bad, but
I mean, I don't mind changing my initiative. Give me a second. Make sure I'm selected. Okay, that should be selected.
So y'all did spend. I mean, by the time y'all are done in the marketplace and went over to the tavern, it was already kind of getting late, so it's pretty dark at this point when you came back out. It's just after dusk.
we probably both
Um,
have dark vision because he's an
yeah.
elf and my race has dark vision technically.
What
So
are you?
I am technically an Asimar, but that's not what I am for the purpose of this backstory.
Oh, we're gonna have to find out, aren't we?
Yeah, that was the
all right,
closest race that made sense.
all right, Torun, you're up.
Um, she doesn't know. She hasn't figured out that she can just summon her spear. So I guess she pulls her dagger and charges in with the dagger. Um, oh, I haven't added the dagger to my attack thingy. Hold on, let me do that real
You
quick.
are you are running into a fight with a dagger with an 11 dex.
Hey, you can use the dagger with strength. Um,
You can?
I'm pretty sure you can. Uh, you can use anything with melee weapon with strength. Daggers are finesse weapons. I'm fairly certain. Let's find out. Dagger. Yep, daggers are finesse. That means you can use strength or um, what do you call it? Dex. Yeah.
Frank, out of curiosity,
Okay.
what is 2DF?
I don't know. It's a button, and I was trying to figure out what the fuck it is.
Huh.
It says fudge.
So she's gonna run up to the creepy thing. What does this creepy thing look like? Now that I'm closer.
Um, so it's in the shadow. Well, since you gotten closer, you originally thought it was just a larger creature,
Uh huh.
um, with a cloak on, huddled over this body. Some of the, I'll say the moon's already up, so the moonlight was kind of coming down through the alleyway and kind of like encircling the two of them, but she's still casting a lot of shadow. But as you got closer, you realize what you thought was a cloak appear to be possibly something feathered.
Okay. Interesting. She attacks with her dagger. 18.
Uh, nope.
No. All right. This is a tough monster here that I started a
18
fight with.
doesn't hit. My God, we're both level 1, Frank.
Yeah, I know you're not supposed to attack this thing, but I didn't think about the wisdom being an issue. Hayden did the same shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
of course
well,
Hayden did that. He's a Hakey.
she tries to stab it and it fails.
All right. So it reaches down to the dead body, picks it up, and it's still facing away from you, and you hear some crunching noises.
Crunching noises. Like it's eating it?
Uh, you don't know. You just hear some
Okay.
crunching noises,
At
and
first-
then it's Bill's turn.
All right. Well, we're pretty much fucked now. So I'm into it. The
Presumably.
doctor's going to reach to her side and draw her rapier, and is going to go in for a lunge.
So as you lunge for it, the rapier kind of veers off course due to either your footing or possibly a misstep with your lunge, and misses.
Son of a bitch. All right.
All right,
Well,
Thorin,
you know
you're
what?
up.
Give me one moment. I think it was. Nope, that's it. Okay.
Torun says, leave him alone, and her hand starts crackling, and she's gonna try to cast Shocking Grasp, the regular way, not with her spear. Okay, and that's gonna miss, but
Yep. Okay. So you just kind of slap the back, or what you presume is the feathery back of this creature. The feathers tinkle as you hit them.
they tinkle. Interesting.
Um,
They
as
urinate
you'd
all over
expect-
the place.
as you'd expect a wind chime to do.
Oh, that kind of tinkle. Okay.
Yes. All right. So because I don't. All right. So.
So far, we've done nothing to this thing, so.
So far, I don't even know if this thing even knows that we're there.
Yeah.
For how
So-
dangerous we've been, we've basically been a 5-year-old play fighting their dad.
So this creature straightens up, and their full height is probably 1.5 times. Ron, how tall are you?
6 foot, 5'9".
6 foot.
5'9".
Yeah, 5'9". So she's this creature is about probably 1.5 times as tall as you are.
Okay.
I
I mean, Bill, would you recognize this thing?
That's a good question. I'm 54, so maybe.
I'm saying it sounds like something involving the Raven Queen. It's got feathers.
Oh my God, you big dumb idiot! I love you so much. Frank, would I?
You want to give me either a history or religion check?
Let's see. History is a 1, and I'm not proficient, and religion is also a 1, and I'm not proficient. That's great.
Well, take it with advantage. Both of them, or whichever one you set to roll. I mean, you feel
That's
like
me
you
being
should
a
know
dumbass.
what this is. Like this seems like it's probably important. But you just can't put your finger on it.
Okay. But the doctor's gonna turn to Torun, and it's just gonna, as snarkily as possible, say, "Catch it! I think it's a bird."
I'm trying.
Try harder, damn it! I want that bird.
So, next up is Dr. Valerie. Did you do anything yet?
Not yet. You know what? I'm gonna second verse same as the first. Come on, let's go. Let's go back in with that rapier. 24.
Nice.
Yeah. Give me some damage.
All right. Now, just out of curiosity, Tarun just tried to do shocking grasp, which is a touch attack, which means that Tarun's now officially engaged with this creature as well, right?
I mean, I already
Mhm.
was with the whole dagger thing.
Yeah. So that means do I also get the sneak attack for this?
Uh, do you want to be flanking?
Do we need to be flanking? I thought that the enemy just needed to be engaged with an ally.
Uh, you know what?
Sneak
Because it
attack.
really hasn't. It really hasn't paid attention to you yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you the sneak attack
You
bonus.
don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. Technically, I don't even have to be engaged. I just have to be within 5 feet of it.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Nice.
Sneak attack. Yes.
Nice. So for a total of 15 damage. What the fuck are these
I
That's
mean,
rolls?
at
I'm either
level 1,
critically
that's
low or
pretty
critically
goddamn
high.
good.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
I'm
is
either
great.
critically low or critically high. I don't know what the deal is here. I'm just getting whiplash.
So this creature like stumbles forward, and you hear a very high pitched screech.
We kill the Raven
Um,
Queen, and death is no longer a thing.
Give me a let's see, what would that be? Is that Constitution?
I feel like there
It's
was a
not
movie
Constitution.
about that.
Oh, would that be a Constitution save or check?
It's going to be a. Hold on, I think I have the stats for it. I didn't think I was gonna need it after Hayden, but apparently I do.
If you want a
All his
dramatic
attack.
moment and want him to become dying, I have a thing for that.
Um, it's actually a mental attack, so that would be a Wisdom save, wouldn't it?
Usually, yeah.
Yes. Wisdom or int? I don't know which one you'd prefer though.
Let's go Wiz.
20.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm statted.
Ron?
I'm statted more for a cleric than a rogue. This is the rogue stuff is only a little. Is only a little detour.
Ron, you wanna give me a Wiz roll?
Oh, me too. Okay.
Yes.
Wisdom. Okay.
Um,
It was not one or it's the other.
Ron, you fall to your knees with a searing pain in your head.
You know,
Um,
this is great because one of my flaws is I talk to spirits that no one else can see, and this seems like a great intro into that. So,
let's see.
I like it. It looks really good. It looks hot.
Okay, so you fall to your knees. You fall prone. Um, yeah, so you fall to your knees and then you fall prone, and you take. You're not supposed to be attacking this thing for a while at least. You take 2 damage.
oh, okay. But I'm prone. Okay. I and fall down. You know.
And is that all you do?
You know what? As a bonus, wait, I can't do that until level 2. That that's all I've got.
Okay. Then Torin, you're up. Give me another Wiz save.
Okay. Not my best. Not my best. You know.
Okay. You're still paralyzed from the.
Okay. I'm like struggling but can't get up.
Yeah. So you can. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's wisdom. Okay, yeah. All right. I just want to double check myself. All right. So goes over to the creature. The creature turns around. And its face is cast in shadow. It still looks pretty humanoid. Um, it then launches itself into the air. And what is uh, your your AC, Bill?
Uh, no, that's a false. That baby, that's a false Hydra. They don't.
Oh,
Well, this has feathers. It's my AC is 14.
Okay, so
You know,
three.
Frank. Frank, as the DM, as essentially God for our campaign. Whenever I hear you go, it just fills me with a sense of dread.
Well, this is actually a pretty good huh. So this creature leaps up into the air, into the darkness, and three what you can only presume as daggers fly towards you. Uh, and you either through a intuition of some kind or just daring abilities are able to avoid all three attacks.
or what if the Raven Queen protected
Oh.
him?
And yeah, so as the project, so I'm assuming they didn't hit my AC.
No.
Okay, then the first two, yeah, I imagine the first two I would have like done some nimbly bimbly, like little dancy stuff because I'm an elf and elves are dancy fucks. And then the last one, as it came towards me, I just imagined like a veil of shadow just moved me like 2 inches to the right.
And then a godly hand smacks you upside the back of your head because you're not supposed to be attacking this.
So Hayden actually ran into this in the middle of something that he shouldn't have been able to, or shouldn't have intruded on, and so it was an immediate attack on sight.
Uh-huh.
Um, and he put into motion that creature actually coming to this city.
Interesting.
God
Yeah.
damn it, Hayden!
Uh, it was supposed to stay in the other city for like at least 5 more levels before y'all even. Yeah. Anyways.
Oh damn, we
Uh,
were supposed to be level 6 before we actually fought this thing.
well, it wasn't going to be a fight encounter per se. It was going to be more of a Bill encounter.
Oh,
So it is something
oh,
to do with the Raven Queen.
oh my
This,
God, Ron, you were right. It totally does.
yeah, it's. I'm not
Then
going to say
yeah,
more than that.
Yeah.
I'm keeping
Does it
Ron's little add on to my little parry in there. That yeah, I totally got smacked upside the head. Like, why are you fighting this?
does it like jump back down or fly away or what's going on?
Um, give me perception rolls.
Perception on. Oh
Nope.
no, that's all right. Sorry, fat
I'm
fingered
on
that
my
one.
knees.
Bill, um, yeah, Ron, you don't see jack shit. You're
Yeah.
like face down inside of an old shoe
This
that
well
happened to be on
this
the
this
ground.
mental attack unlocked something in me and my flaw was triggered and I'm distracted looking at what may or may not be the real spirit of that cat
Okay,
because I talk to spirits that no one else can see.
that's true.
That's my flaw. But it doesn't have to be real spirits. I might just be crazy.
Right.
That's up to you.
Um, yeah. So Ron's talking to what you can only perceive as an imaginary cat, or looking at least. Bill. You see this creature kind of swoop up into the air, look down at you, um, and you can see blood dripping from 2 locations on this creature. And it turns around and kind of flies away.
2 locations. Damn. Did Hayden damage it? Did we
No.
damage it? No, Bill damaged it, didn't you? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I got a good poke in,
That's
but
right.
If you look down at the body, it is
It's
missing its head.
is it Jaden? Is that why he's not here?
No, it
is
should be at this point.
Yeah, right.
is it Hayden because Hayden fucked up?
Is it just
No,
an
Hayden's still
accident?
alive.
Yeah.
Um,
Wouldn't that just be fucked up? He gets his head eaten when he's not even here.
Yeah.
so the body is missing a head. It looks to be ripped off, um, pretty viciously and with quite a bit of strength.
So and this thing flew away.
And this thing flew away.
I'm going to search the body. What is that in? Is that an investigation?
when Valerie passes me to your name's Valerie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, when she passes me to look at the body, I like glance at you and then I look back
Oh.
and the cat's not there anymore. And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, that was weird." Go ahead.
Oh, I was actually just asking Frank what do I need to roll to check the body? Is that investigation or?
Yeah, investigation works.
All right, that'll be the first thing. 18. Way to go, me. Pat myself on the back.
So, what are you looking for exactly?
Well, firstly, I'm investigating the wound to see how it was caused, and then honestly, I'm searching through his stuff. Sorry, Rogue. He's dead. He don't need it no more.
He doesn't even have a head.
So, as you investigate the wound, it clearly looks like it was violently ripped off. Not exactly chewed or bitten, but ripped. If you recall, the creature that was floating in the air looking at you was dripping blood from 2 locations somewhere on its body.
Is that the only wound he sees?
Yes.
Okay.
That's actually a little bit intimidating because yeah, it's not exactly the easiest thing in the world to forcefully rip something's head off, especially not a human.
Speak for yourself. No. She only has 17 strength.
Yeah.
Okay, if average strength is 10, 17, you could probably do it, but you'd probably have to do like that powerlifting,
Yeah.
powerlifting thing where you got to make sure you're like you got your right footing, your legs are bent, your knees are bent just a little bit. You're probably gonna grit your teeth a little bit. Your face will probably turn a little red.
Yeah, she gets up and walks over to like look at the guy too.
So, other than the blood, or other than the clear signs of a rip turning to remove the head, you of course find just a basic black cloak, a pair of boots. He's got a kind of a what looks to be like a child's bracelet on. And if you investigate it closely, it says "to Daddy."
I don't know why that was funny to me. Because I'm drunk, that's why.
You said to Danny?
To Daddy.
Ah, oh, that's sad.
Yeah. As you rifle through the pockets, you will find a note. It looks to be a torn off corner of a piece of paper, and it has what you would recognize as the mark of death from the Raven Queen.
Ah.
Which is basically an upside or a right side up or upside down crow, depending on how you're looking at it, with X's for eyes. A very artistically drawn mark.
Well, that explains a lot. This man was supposed to die.
Torun's gonna kneel down next to you and be like, "What manner of beast do you think that was?"
I I've been alive for 54 years, and I could not tell you, but I can tell you
If
one
you
thing.
if you give me another religion check, um,
Oh,
I
okay.
can see if you
Oh,
remember.
God damn it! I fat fingered again. 12.
54 years does seem old to Torun at the moment.
uh,
I'm sorry, but out of net one, 54, you're like, yeah, 54. That's normal. I mean, I'm like 50.
Well, no, Torun looks 20.
Yeah. So does the doctor.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm an elf. Remember?
it's because I'm
um,
actually older than you.
Oh, what? Stop giving me hints, Juan. We're supposed to find out what you are. God damn it! You're like that person. You're like that person at like Christmas or a birthday when someone asks, "What you get me?" and you'll actually
I
tell them
know.
before they open it.
I probably would, to be honest.
Yes, baby, he is like, probably exactly like you. That's exactly what Tasha does. All I got to do, baby, come on, what you get me? And
so with a 12, I'll go ahead and hand it to you because last time I think it was a 6.
yeah, it was.
So I'll spoon feed it to you. That you are fairly certain was what is referred to as an archon of the Raven Queen. Um,
Oh fuck, I fucked up.
it is basically the embodiment of the Raven Queen on Earth. It's not the Raven Queen herself, but it is a human that has served her well and has since been raised to the status of archon in her name.
Either way,
Bill,
oh no,
Bill.
I fucked up.
You didn't have to attack her. You could have just let me. You could have just let me kill myself.
Ron,
Um,
I swear to Christ, I will come to your house and I will bring every fucking owl in the world.
um, yeah, so you do notice on the back of his hand is the same mark as is on the piece of paper. Um,
Yeah.
you also maybe find maybe 3 golds in a hollowed out heel of his boots.
Do I find it in his butthole?
No, it's in a hollowed out heel of his boots.
Well,
If you want,
I'm sorry, but
tell
apparently
you what,
everyone
tell
is
you
hiding
what.
shit up their butts.
If you want to try
and or it's
and look up
therapy.
his butthole, I will roll and see if you find anything.
Let's see if he went to
Holy
any of
fuck!
let's see if he went to any of Jeremiah's therapy sessions, because as we know, Jeremiah is in this town.
I am not. I am not looking into some random guy's butthole, but I am going to take the little scrap of paper, and I'm going to take his cloak, and that's about it.
You want to take his boots with the hollowed out heel?
You know
They're
what?
pretty
Yeah.
stylish.
Wait. Well, actually, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my boot up to the bottom of his boot. Are they about the same size?
His look like they might be a little bit roomier, but they're the same length.
So you've
Okay.
got the narrow foot, and he's got the wide foot. So
Yeah. This guy probably had fallen arches. He probably had a bunion growing. This guy was just having a real painful time walking around, probably.
They're relatively decent looking boots.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll take the cloak and the boots, and I'll give the gold to Tarun.
oh, okay. It was what, 3 gold?
Yeah, and
She puts it into her bag.
and then the doctor is going to be like, I've heard a number of people in this town say that they hide things up their butts. Maybe you should check.
Up,
Ron, I need a wisdom save.
up. Okay.
Fuck!
I'm not looking up someone's butt.
What if he hid a knife in there?
Well, then it's probably bloody.
Well, exactly. What would drive someone to hide a knife up their butt? You should check.
She she like just looks at you and like She's like,
I
stop,
I'm
stop
not
your
even I'm not even
jesting.
doing a good job at hiding a
She's like,
smile, by the
stop,
way.
stop, stop jesting with me, and shoves you.
Oh dear God, I couldn't breathe there for a second.
And gets a 17 to
The
shove you.
the one time you don't need to, or the one time you do need it. It's the one
Actually,
time
that
you
would be
actually need it.
athletics to shove, so it's actually a 19.
I'm not even gonna bother trying to fight that. Like did that little nudgy thing in jest, but with a 19, you literally flung me into a trash can. Just
She like laughs. It's like, you're such a riot. I'm so glad I met you.
and from out of the trash can, like all you see is like Valerie's lower half, like legs, just like fully out of the trash can, and just a hand come up with a thumb, like a thumbs up.
So we're obviously our characters have become the cartoon duo.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, big dumb strong one, a roguish one. That kind
Yep.
of is a trope.
Yep.
So after the shenanigans, you hear a giggling from the shadows.
I spin around and my spear's back in my hands.
Oh, I'm rolling a perception check to find out exactly where that came from.
It's too dark to really see.
Why am
We
I rolling
both
so
have dark
fast in
vision,
perception?
Frank.
I have a +6.
Oh, wait. That's right, perception. Nope. Despite our
Uh,
dark vision. It's
with a 15, I'll say you did catch a glimpse of a small frame cutting around a corner.
Listen. I'm done chasing weird stuff. I'm going to turn to Torun and I'm going to say, how about we find an inn and we call it a night?
yeah, I think that was just a hobbit anyway.
I think they prefer to be called halflings.
She pauses for a moment and thinks about it and says, I wonder why I thought it would be a hobbit.
Oh,
Okay.
you can call. Oh, Hobbit is still correct, but I think some of them don't like that. Don't like it.
All right. Halfling it is. She wouldn't know the word hobbit.
Okay, halfling it is. She
Yeah.
wouldn't know what Hobbit is.
All right, so y'all step out from the dingy alley.
Unless Middle Earth does exist.
I mean, when you think about the
The
trueness of
multiverse.
not just the multiverse, but the whole aspect of infinity and just how utterly inconceivable infinity actually is, it really makes more sense to always consider Middle Earth is a real place somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
So y'all go to try to find an inn for the night. If you remember correctly, the Happy Drunk Tavern did have rooms for rent.
Do you want to go back to the Happy Drunk and get a room?
Yeah, sounds good. And then they
Gotta
get a
walk 'em
room,
past
they
Wolf
get a
Wolf, we'll
room,
say.
they have sex, and we're all good. Yeah.
Whoa! I just
You
met
said
you
get a room. God.
Yeah,
with 2 beds.
you need to be more specific. She's only been alive for 3 years. Wait.
That's all she
Yeah.
remembers. That's all she remembers.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Tasha's right. Dr. Andrews might have been grown up as a street urchin, but she's a classy broad. God damn it, you got to wine and dine her first.
Well, I'm only 3 years old apparently, so.
Well, then I'm 50. I'm 53, and that's just creepy.
Yeah, so they go back and get a room in a
Okay.
non-sexual way.
You get back. The half. Shit, what's the word?
Minotaur.
I never remember that. The half Minotaur says it's 1 gold per night.
What's the other half?
squid person.
Did you just say squid person? This is this is a minotaur
A
squid
minotaur mind
person.
flayer?
No, that was
A
the
mindatar?
que-
A
the question.
minotaur?
Now, Frank, this is a very important distinction. When you say squid person, do you mean a mind flayer or do you mean a squid triton? This is very important.
It was a joke. I was caught off guard by what's the other half, and I thought it'd be funny. It's half human, half minotaur.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
So,
boring. Okay.
yeah, it's the bottom half is the minotaur, the top is the human.
All right.
Okay.
No, it's the other way around. I promise.
All right. You know what? The doctor will pay for the room tonight.
He collects the gold, gives you a key to the first door on the left, and hands you a basin of, or not a basin, a pitcher of warm water, hot water actually. And
Thank you.
go and lay down for the night.
What's this water for?
And at that point, do I need to roll a perception check to see just how filthy Tarun actually is?
You can if you need to, but
I feel like you would have advantage on this roll.
yeah, you would have probably noticed this from like the first time you met.
Yeah, probably because Dr. Anders is very insightful. Bill is not. Bill is not at all. Bill would have
Give
been
me a
like, "Oh, I
perception.
guess this is for. I guess they
I
want us to
mean,
drink hot water."
They probably bathe her every once in a while, but
It might have been like a month or every couple of
whenever
months
they
type
wanted to
thing.
like put her on display or something, but
Right.
Okay, and
She's
now
used to this thing.
follow-up question: do I need to roll anything to find out if Tarun actually knows how to wash herself?
Well, that would
Well,
be
I mean,
she,
Tarun will probably just dump the water over to her head whenever you mention it's for bathing.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, okay. That's
well,
why I'm not.
no.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about.
Oddly enough, she's got muscle memory, and if given the opportunity, she thoroughly washes herself as if she's used to the highest of like I don't know how to word, she's muscle memory is she should be clean. Like she doesn't mind getting dirty, but then she's used to the life of luxury when she's not in the process of getting dirty.
Okay,
Well,
okay. See,
considering Tarun's backstory, does she really know how to do it herself though?
Hmm.
I mean, she would have.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, she has. She certainly. Okay. Yeah, when told that it's for a bath, she's like, "Oh, okay, well, let me go get out of my clothes and you can get to work."
yeah. See, this is exactly where I feared we were going with this. Okay.
Not
You know what?
not, you know.
I am. I know. No, 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 no. It's not. It's not. It's not that. It's just
Yeah.
I am not. I am not sleeping. I am not sleeping 4 feet away from someone who literally could probably turn a cow with her stench.
Do you help Tarun bathe?
Yeah,
Because that's
I'm.
I mean, honestly, that's not an unusual thing back, in this time period. So,
It's not. It's more of an exasperation thing. Like, oh my
yeah.
god, I use. Oh my god. Okay, let's get it done then. All right.
All right. So, yeah.
What's living in this crevice? What the hell?
Yeah, basically.
She's quite happy once she's clean, and it's a happiness that feels familiar, but also she hasn't, felt this in a long time because it's not like this was the kind of cleaning she got as a slave. Like it was more just like we're gonna dump some water on you. Yeah. This feels
Yeah.
much more natural.
Now I.
When the
Oh, go
after
ahead.
y'all left, the Minotaur probably went and got a tub and brought it up just because of how bad she stank.
Yeah.
And as soon as he drops off the tub, Dr. Andrews is actually going to slip him another gold and is going to be like, "Thank you so much. I'm a
He
thief.
just
I've got gold for days, baby."
he just looks at Tarun and says, "Just don't let her sleep in the bed till she's clean."
That's a very understandable request. Absolutely.
Yeah, so from here on out, she's gonna be a clean person if she can find people to clean her until she figures out how to clean herself. She'll realize that as a poor level one adventurer, she's not gonna be able to just have people clean her.
I mean, sure you can. We just need
Usually
to find a brothel.
that well, she does have gold that to spare at the moment.
I mean, I'm just gonna say this. In that TV show House straight up pays a hooker just to watch him while he sleeps to make sure he doesn't stop breathing.
That's true.
You can pay
I
someone for anything.
I don't remember that episode, but that sounds like something House would do.
I do actually remember that episode.
He had stopped. It was the first time he had stopped taking Vicodin in place of, I think he was doing methadone. I think
Mm.
it was through trial. It was legit. He wasn't stealing it this time.
Pretty good when he write his own prescriptions if he wanted to. It's not illegal. It's just not looked well upon.
Well, yeah, isn't that how he got all the Vicodin?
Actually, he had Wilson write them for him.
Oh shit, that's right. Wilson did write his Vicodin scripts. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Sometimes he did kind of like go down to the pharmacy and just be like, "I need Vicodin," and they're like, "What? What?" And he's like, I think he did steal it sometimes.
Yeah, he stole it sometimes, but like a lot of times in the early on, a lot of times it was just for whatever reason, Dr. Cuddy and like all the other doctors like withholding his medication
Yeah.
for like extra time, which I feel like there's something against the Hippocratic Oath for doing that.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
A lot of doctors that are actually addicted to certain medications.
Oh yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
A lot of them write for themselves and their families whatever actually going into office.
Yeah.
Look well upon that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why I keep telling Kelsey she should just become a veterinarian because then she can write herself medications and say it's for the dogs.
I can report you to the board.
Oh, come on. Who's gonna bother reporting House? Like he's gonna care. She did, and did he care? No. Yeah, and then she regretted it because very next time after that board meeting when they couldn't rely on House, they had a kid in there, and Dr. Cuddy kept making all the wrong decisions and nearly killed the kid. Anyway. Sorry, we got onto a House tangent. We're like house freaks over here.
So Tarun is clean now, and they're going to bed in their separate beds.
Yes.
I ate my handful of muff.
Okay. I don't really intend on Tarun being a flirty type character.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Same. So yeah. Sorry, I wasn't agreeing with you on Tarun. I was actually agreeing because that's basically my character is going to be the same way.
Well, it just doesn't make much sense. I mean, it's not like she would necessarily not do things, but she's not that. She's a warrior woman. She's not like a flirty person. If she ever has a romantic interest in the game, it's going to be because someone maybe impresses her somehow.
Yeah, and honestly, the doctor is only usually has only experienced flirtation when trying to pick a mark.
Yeah, I honestly would say that that Tarun is almost ace, but I don't want to say that because I'm not that, and I don't want to misrepresent. So, especially if we put this in podcast form.
Respect.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all go to sleep. Bill You have a decent night's sleep. Nothing real major happens.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Ro-
Yeah. So I'm not just so. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Can I spend my 4 hours trancing to attune to not the bag, but I want to try to. I want to uh, try to learn more about that thing,
what thing?
the healer's heart.
Oh yeah, we haven't. You haven't. Yeah, okay. I mean, honestly, it's just attunement at this point. You need information, or you
Yeah,
need
but
to find more information about it.
I'm kind of more saying get information on it because I don't want to like meta this, but yeah, I want to attune to it so I can have the thing. But
Okay.
the doctor doesn't know that all it needs is attunement.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you can definitely spend your 4 hours doing that. You're also gonna have probably another 4 to 6 hours after that until Tharoon wakes up or
Yeah,
Tara.
yeah. I can probably attune to probably both the bag of holding and the healer's heart.
So Tarun,
Give
so
me just a d20. No. Andy,
Me?
go away. Yeah.
Okay. And just roll that. Give it a second. It's being slow. Okay, there it goes.
Hold on. I gotta find it.
I'm hiding information in my backstory. I like that Bill doesn't know.
Can't find it. Hold on.
Yeah, because not going to lie, the curiosity's eating me just a little bit. But you know what? I wanna see where the story goes with it.
So I was actually wrong. It's half of a cup of onions and 4 mushrooms sauteed, beef, salt, pepper, cream corn. I'm sorry, cream of mushroom, and then beef broth and noodles is the thief stew.
Is this an actual recipe? Like, if I actually
It,
looked up beef stew, is this a real thing?
if you look it up on TikTok, you'll find it.
Holy fucking shit! I'm going there right now.
There's a guy on there. He Quincy's Tavern.
Oh yeah. I've been following
Yeah.
him for like a year now.
Yeah. He it's one of the things that popped up whenever he was
All right. I removed specific names from my backstory
Okay.
that Bill can see. All right.
Thieves Stew, and there he is, Mr. Quincy himself. I need to watch that. I need to watch that recipe, that video, because that sounds so good.
Oh, actually,
I just saw his new one.
Bill, it's actually I need a D50.
A D50?
Yeah, my bad.
How do I roll a D50?
Type /R 1D50.
Okay, slash R 1D50. Okay, here, let me check that out so far. Looks good. Okay, what did I type wrong?
/R.
Did you press enter? I see nothing.
Let's see, /. Give me 1 second, I will do that, and then I'll go let him out. God damn, this keyboard is dusty. Here, I got it. Son of a bitch, I don't see where the / is.
It's next to the shift key.
Yeah, that's what I put in.
/R space 1D50?
Oh,
Just
is it
roll
supposed
me
to be a space in there?
Yes.
Space 1D50. There it goes.
36. All right.
That's why I was fucking up.
36. Uh, so, as you meditate during that 4 hour time span, you do learn more about the thing, and you realize that you must smash a coin with the item until it bends or breaks. Any old copper will do, and the item suffers no damage from this.
Oh, okay. Then I'm. Okay, I do that. I have no reason. I have no reason to not.
All right. So you smash a coin with you smash a coin with the necklace until the coin bends or breaks. How long do you spend on this?
How long does it take?
Uh, how long would it normally take to bend or break a piece of copper with a necklace?
Let's see. I only have an 8 in strength, but considering the fact that that's two hard items together to press in the palm can produce significantly more force. Copper has actually some strength to it, so I don't know. Probably I don't know, an hour maybe.
Ron, what's your passive perception?
Mine?
Yeah.
Passive is 12.
Okay. You wake up and look over, and Dr. Valerie is slamming a necklace against a piece of copper. It's a copper coin. Do you
I
just roll
guess
over and go back to sleep?
groggily, I'm like, yeah, you show that necklace and roll back over.
And Valerie's going to hear that. Is going to turn to Tarun. Thank you, Tarun. Go back to sleep. You're dreaming.
I am dreaming. Frank, am I dreaming something specific or can I say stuff? Like, I mean, I know what I'm dreaming, but do you have more to say about that dream or can I mutter things?
you can mutter things, but there is more.
Okay. Yeah, I'm muttering stuff like, no, no, uncle, stop. Father, uncle, why? You know, things like that.
Dark.
Yeah.
And then you taper off back to sleep. All right, Bill, give me another D50.
Oh shit! Gotta make me go all the way back to the room. Give me a second. Give me a second. Ah. Come in. Doodle, you too. Come on, get in here, little rat. Okay. R. No. Slash R.
Just press up on your keyboard.
Oh. That didn't do anything.
Just press up on the up arrow on the keyboard. Like click in the field.
Oh, that does do stuff.
Huh. Oh.
35.
Okay.
Actually, I just discovered something useful for back-end coding stuff.
That doesn't work, Bill. I need you another one.
All right.
What the hell?
Is this possible?
Give me one more.
Am I in the Matrix? Is there an agent behind me?
There might be.
Because this feels like one of those glitches that makes shit repeat. Dirt.
All right, 6.
And Bill dies.
Well, gotta roll a new character.
So after spending an hour attuning the necklace, it does break apart and turn into the thing that we talked about.
Oh, nice.
And then you can either play with that, or after spending a little more time looking at the bag of holding, you realize that all you really need to do is once a day, when no one's looking, whisper "I love you" to the magic item. If someone sees you do this, you must wait another 24 hours to attempt to repeat it.
So just so I'm clear, once a day I have to tell the bag of holding I love you.
Without anybody else seeing you.
Seeing me but not hearing me?
If someone sees you do this, you must wait another 24 hours. So, I guess no. It's funnier if they see you.
Okay. I can do this. This is not a problem.
And you must spend at least 5 minutes doing this.
Okay. I have to spend 5 minutes telling a
Once a day,
telling a
telling
bag.
a bag of holding "I love you."
It's like,
Oh my god, what a needy magical item.
I love this list. It's got some really fucking hilarious shit on there.
What is this list?
Here's what I like. It's hug the item close and whisper it to it as if it's a lover to please come back. Much better if it's a sentient or knocked out when discharged.
That is hilarious and sad at the same time.
Here's one. Change something in the item to a different color. Example, change the handle wrapping for a differently dyed cord. You can't use the same color again for a week. And this is technically a magical item recharge list. But yeah, it's got some.
It works.
Okay.
Here's one. Offer the item some of your wealth.
What if
Nope.
the wealth you have is friendship?
Cut a dwarf's beard off with
What? What?
You need to cut a dwarf's beard off with your bag of holding for it to tune.
Oh my god, you need to give that to Jaden.
I want to see somebody cut a dwarf's beard off with a bag.
You better be prepared to fight after that.
Does the dwarf have to be alive still?
It doesn't say it has to be alive when you start. It just says cut a dwarf's beard off.
With a bag of holding. Because as you know, they are historically very sharp.
Yeah. Scream at the item for 6d10 seconds at the top of your lungs.
Wow. And that's every day?
So you can... each one has slightly different things in there. So one says once a day, one says to just recharge it, or as necessary to recharge. Some say it's a one-time. Like, to cut the dwarf's beard off with it is just a one-time. Offer the item some of your wealth is one time. Feed it memories is one time. Have a long, drawn-out conversation with the item explaining why it should recharge or attune. At least 5 minutes.
Oh my god, I feel so bad for Ron because he's got 2 of these bags.
One of them is not what we think it is, or what y'all think it is.
Oh.
Like, metagame, it's not what you think it is.
Okay. Oh, hi, Nugget. All right. We doing anything else tonight?
That's pretty much it. I'm just kind of waiting for Ron to come back. I've got some special shit
I'm
going
back.
on with him. There he is.
Yeah, sorry.
So whilst you're sleeping, I don't know if you'll be able to hear your dreams.
If not, what I can do is getting pretty late. I can go ahead and dip out for it.
Or just don't mention the names.
Okay. So, as you dream, the memories of or the vision of the current, the one that you always dream about, flashes through, of course.
Mm.
Um,
Phil, mute your mic.
and it progresses as normal, but no longer as if it was just merely a dream you were witnessing from the outside in, but more of as if you were there, like you had a hand in the confrontation. You see your hands wrap around your father's bicep and try to pull him away from his brother as they fight. You see yourself staring at your grandfather. It's hard doing this without saying names.
Yeah.
Uh, and screaming at him to uh, let him return. You see yourself kneeling and staring at the way,
Okay.
um, and you feel tears roll down your face.
Okay.
Along with that, you do get some faint glimpses of what you would presume are childhood memories, um, or what you would normally think of as childhood memories.
Yes.
They aren't exactly happy memories. Most of them are of a somewhat darker nature.
Okay.
Um, and that spans a few seconds or a few minutes here and there throughout a young person's life.
All right. Am I gonna remember this stuff when I wake up, or I mean, I guess it's in the journal.
You do, and it is in the journal when you
Yeah.
wake up.
Okay. Yeah, I understood all that, so that works.
Okay. It was hard to do. It's
Yeah.
I have it written out, and I'm like, okay, crap.
Yeah.
Uh, all right. Well, that's I guess session one.
All right.
Um,
I mean, that was
sorry.
fun, even though there are only two of us.
Are we
Well,
done? Can I come back in?
Yeah.
yes,
Oh,
you
did you
can
mute
come back.
yourself?
Yeah, I turned off. I muted myself and turned off my mic.
So
Well,
I was
Frank
kind
used
of waiting.
Frank was like Frank worked so hard not to do anything specific. We talked in code and it was hilarious, but
Well,
uh,
happy to hear that's done. But yeah, dude, I had a lot of fun. This was a lot of RP fun.
yeah, yeah. It went well.
so I mean, there's definitely like I definitely plan on having more combat mixed in. But one thing we don't get to do terribly often is RP and really react and live in the world of D&D.
Yeah.
Um, oftentimes in quite a few of the other ones, it's always been rushed from one place to another, and we really didn't get much past your
Yeah.
general, activities. Like, go fight this guy, go back this direction. And, one thing I like about, say, Fallout or other RPGs is that you have the option of going and just fighting whatever you want, but you could also go and get lost in the minutia of the world,
Yeah.
the smaller things.
Yeah.
And so I have each one of these cities, once I find the file, um, with different things that are occurring all the time in each city. And so wherever you're at, things are happening. So if you want to, you can jump straight into the RP. If you don't want to, you can jump over to just going for the battle. Like if y'all had stuck around the marketplace for about another 2-ish hours, or just said that you wanted to wait for Mr. Big to come back, he would eventually come back with people that didn't exactly look like town guards.
Mm.
Oh, don't worry, I've got a plan for that guy.
There's also something else that's supposed to happen, and I didn't want to do that until we're all here. If we're
Yeah.
all going to be here.
Jaden and Hayden. I mean, Hayden is in a hotel with Brandon, so I'm sure they were doing things,
Mm-hmm.
brother
And
things.
Jaden,
Okay.
I mean, Jaden had the opportunity to hop on. I told him that I'd go through character gen with him. I never really got any response back from him,
Yeah,
so
he's
I just
probably dead.
assumed.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah,
sorry, I just got back to the hotel. I'm gonna eat really quick, then I'm down for whatever. So.
I mean, obviously the food poisoned him. I'm gonna stop Craig. Um,
Bye, Craig.
yeah. So,
Wait, should we like record an intro thing if we're
oh,
gonna?
if you want to, I mean, we didn't record an intro, but
I mean, this, we could just cut
oh,
it
you
back in
mean
post.
okay, sure, sure.
I mean, all right.
Bill, mute yourself while for this until it's your turn.
Wait. I've got a thing.
Yeah, you're the
Hold on.
DM.
I got a thing. Where's my thing? I can't find it. It's lost. There it is. Okay. Um, hold on. I'm loading it. Should I even do it? I was gonna do a voice mod and do like a deep voice thing.
I mean, if that's what you want, but that's gonna set a precedent.
That's true. Okay, I'm not even gonna deal with it. Never mind. How the fuck do you normally do this? Just say use it.
I watch a lot of podcasts. You want me to kind of just run through a quick basic one?
You watch podcasts, you creeper. They're like in the privacy of their own home, and you're watching them do that. Wait, come on.
Hey, they do a lot of streaming. Okay,
They do.
I try to catch podcasts live with video if I can.
Right. Okay. I got this. Hello and welcome. No, fuck that shit.
It's hard when you're the one who has to start it off.
Right? Here I thought you were just being, like
Yeah,
difficult about
it's
it. But
hard.
It really is. It really is.
So, hey everyone, this has been Integrated Dice Management coming at you with another great game tonight. We had our wonderful DM, Frank. Frank, where can they find you?
At my house. But please don't look for me.
Please do not look for him. And we've had Tharoon, our big, lovable dummy. Ron, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Virillion1, but I never check it. At this point anyway. And that is all.
I have a tweeter.
Oh, you can find me anywhere. Almost anyone who's named Virillion or Virillion1 is me, except for a couple places where Virillion is not me, and it pisses me off. That's all.
And I have been Dr. Valerie Anders, your sweet, wonderful know-it-all. I am Bill. You will not find me. Do not look for me. I love you all.
So, is that our outro?
Bill, I know where you are.
That was just an outro for tonight. Kind of shake the cobwebs off. That's
Bill, I know where you are right now. I can look it up.
I know where you vaguely are. You're up that way.
I can tell you how many minutes you've been in the place you are.
All right,
I'm hanging up now.
For an intro, so I'm gonna go. Hi, my name is. We are Integrated Dice Management.
That was excellent.
Tonight we're playing the Realms of Rothgar, and with me tonight is, and I'm gonna say Bill and then Ron. That work?
Sounds good.
Okay. Hi, hello, and welcome to
Hey, welcome to Integrated Dice Management.
No. I got this. I got it. Hi, hello, and welcome to tonight's shit. I did it again. Joyce.
Welcome
I
to
am.
tonight's shit, everybody.
Bill,
Tonight's shit is long.
he's
It
gonna do it.
goes a
He's
little bit at
got
the
it.
end. If I'm not mistaken, I think I see some corn there.
This is gold. This is comedy gold right here. Like, anyways.
It really
Hi,
is.
God, fucking Bill. Ahem. Take whatever the fuck. Hi, hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of. Damn it! I was supposed to do. Should I do Realms of Rothgar first, and then Integrated Dice Management, or Integrated Dice Management, and then Realms of Rothgar?
Integrated dice management, because we're
Yeah,
always integrated dice management, but we're not always Realms of Rothgar.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Hi, hello, and welcome to another episode brought to you by Integrated Dice Management. I am Frank, the DM for tonight. We will be playing a new game called Realms of Rothgar. It's a homebrew D&D 5e game. With me tonight, I have Bill. I don't know if you want me to say your last name. Bill.
Yeah, sorry about that. My thing wouldn't unmute because
I can cut all
Apple.
that out.
I'm just joking. Apple, if you're listening to this, please sponsor us. If you're listening to this, thank you. I love you.
Please don't.
Yeah, don't
sponsor
say my last name. I don't want people knowing.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
I
how
mean,
to
Apple,
remember
if you want to sponsor us. I mean,
I'll call
okay,
you
that's
Bill
perfect.
Nye.
I'm just Bill.
We'll say you're Bill Nye.
Bill Nye works. That's a respectable guy.
I'll make
All
all
right,
of this sound
Much respect for
wonderful.
the science guy.
All right, go Bill.
Hey, I'm Bill. I am playing the elf rogue cleric, Dr. Valerie Anders. You can find me basically nowhere. I am basically a ghost everywhere. But just plug an artist. You go on to TikTok, find an artist by the name of Baffy Doodles. You can find all her information in her bio and Linktree, including Twitter, Instagram, all the TikTok, all the wonderfuls, and sponsor your local artists, everyone. Thank you. Good night.
And with us also is Ron.
Hello, I am Ron Bjork, also known many places as Virillion, and tonight I'll be playing Torun, last name redacted, class redacted, race redacted, and yeah, that's all.
It's
All
like
right.
the government made a D&D character.
No, they. I think if the government had made a D&D character, it would probably been redacted, class redacted. Anyways,
Most likely.
So join us if you will on our adventure through. Ron, did we do the? Did you record your session 0?
I did not.
Okay, so it's just the city. All
Yeah.
right. Join us as we adventure through the city of Honeywood. And since we're plugging TikTokers, the guy who made the thief stew, Bill, what was his name?
Quincy's Tavern.
Quincy's Tavern. Shout out to Quincy's Tavern for thief stew, a recipe I found on his thing. All right, so let's, without further ado, go ahead and get into it.
Yay. I'm going to have so much editing to do to make any of that make sense. But yeah, because the Thief's Tavern thing should probably be at the end with all the other shout outs, and same as the Tasha thing.
Yeah.
Most likely. But I don't have an online presence,
Yeah.
and we're basically one person in two bodies. So
Yeah.
I mean, I have like a Facebook
And-
and kind of a Twitter.
I have
I do TikToks.
I have a Twitter that I've rarely logged into, and I do have a YouTube that I've posted one or two public videos, but mostly they're all private and you need a link.
Mm.
My Twitter, yeah, I don't. I mean, I followed some people on Twitter once. No, I don't want you to track my activity across other companies. Why? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, my Twitter
Here,
is Virillion.
hey,
Oh, it's
hey,
Virillion. Oh, did I say Virillion1 or Virillion? No, wait, it's not even that. It's at Ron Bjork1. I should not use that. Although I don't care if
you
people know
should
my
not
last.
use that.
Actually, I don't care if people know my last name. So even though I'm
But
literally
hey,
the only Ron Bjork in the world that I know of, so
just to kick some more ideas are off of y'all. Do y'all want to hop on Sunday? And because I feel like because we've been playing with the IDM for a little bit, and it Tasha did mention that it kind of sounds more like a business more so than like a stream, more than a stream. And
uh-huh.
maybe we should kick that around, and maybe we should also work on actually writing down, like actually scripting and pre-recording just by itself an intro and an outro.
I mean,
So
I like the idea of a pre-recorded one, but I also like the
the
spontaneous.
randomness, yeah, like like if you look at like listen
With
to Greetings Adventurers, formerly known as Drunks and Dragons, their intro is never pre-recorded, and neither is their outro. Actually, that Nika reads creates that outro on the spot every. Well, she's got a script, but she creates part of it on the spot every time.
You know, that's actually pretty. That's that. Yeah. That. So we can do. But for like the actual like intro and stuff, like this is Realms of Rothgar, that kind of stuff. We
Yeah.
can do. We can do that. And Tasha was actually mentioning, just an idea to kick around on the board with IDM was dipshits and dice.
That's not bad.
I mean, considering drunks and dragons had to change the name because they had the word drunks in it.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't think dipshits and dragons or what was it, dipshits and dragons?
Dipshits and dice.
Yeah, I don't know if dipshits
I'm gonna go ahead
and
and
dice
stop
will fly.
stop this Craig thing.
All right.
Oh,
Bye, Craig.
it's all gold. Bye, Craig.
No,
Okay.
no. In Ron's Pokemon campaign, my main enemy is Old Greg. Old Greg.